here. Don't go anywhere. You are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah, and this right here is frankly speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the tea. I give detailed analysis of reality TV shows like Big Brother Naija, like Nigerian Idols, like The Voice Nigeria. You know, basically any reality TV show that actually interests you, it automatically becomes my interest as well. I literally carry up on my head. I give detailed analysis, I give detailed reviews. I run commentaries also because I want us to have fun. I want us to catch cruise. I want us to, you know, vibe to stuff like that. And reality TV shows are not the only kind of content that I put out on my channel. I also do movie reviews. So you see this Glory Elijah of a girl, she's a very, very boring sport. Guys, for real. I am super, super boring. However, whenever I feel like passing my time, you know, just having my own fun, chilling, being in a zen mode, I catch up on movies, which I find very, very interesting or exciting. But also, guys, I love reviewing those annoying ones because, hey, we have to call them out. You cannot come and waste my data, you cannot come and waste my precious time watching some really annoying movies. And I also talk about trending social topics because, of course, this life has to be balanced, okay? It's not all about entertainment and fun all the time. We also need to talk about those serious issues that concerns me, also concerns you as well. You're about to have a blast on this channel. I also share my life experiences from time to time. Yes, that is when people ask me to talk about it. But if people don't ask me to talk about it, sometimes I do not feel the need to talk about it. I like keeping my private things private. But once again, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. And as I told you before, you are in the right space. Trust me, you will be so addicted to this channel. People are going to be asking you, what's happening with you? Are you okay? And hey, don't forget to turn on post notification, all right? That is the best way for you to always receive alerts of my videos. So you see what I'm doing on my screen right now? Just do exactly that and you'll be cool. See ya. Hey guys. Okay. You're especially welcome to today's YouTube live stream. First off, I want to sincerely apologize to everybody for starting, I think, 20 minutes behind our usual scheduled time. My sincere apologies. This girl has been all over Lagos just this morning alone, but I'm glad that we're here today. Special thanks to all of you for making our time to join today's conversation. Thank you all so much. You honor me by making your presence felt here, right? So thank you all so much. So again, you are all especially welcome to today's YouTube live stream. Yes, I noticed, or you have noticed that the background has sort of changed. Yes, and that's because my apartment is coming together now, and that space that I used to sit, I can no longer sit there anymore. They've chased me away from that space. So yeah, it's a new vibe here. We're gonna make it work. Hopefully, we're gonna make it work, but for now, we'll make do with this. So once again, thank you all so much for joining today's live stream, for joining today's conversation. And you already know what today's conversation will be about. It's all about Big Brother Titans. As you must have seen all across social media, the show starts officially tomorrow by 7 p.m. WAT. So ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for for the action. That's all I'm gonna say. Just brace yourself for the action. Now, before I continue, I want to thank you amazing people that have been in the comment section waiting for this live stream to start, beginning with Happy Endings. Happy Endings, thank you so much. I don't even know how to appreciate you enough for carrying this brand on your back. The way you carry this channel on your back, it's amazing, and I am grateful. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much. There's also Trish Ola, thank you so much for waiting. Lala Harley, thank you so much for waiting as well. The way you've been waiting for me, people will wait for you as well. Yes, and that's a prayer, and I strongly believe it's going to happen for you that way. And for the rest of you that are joining, thank you all so much for joining, for dropping your comments in the comment section. There's Destiny, there's Jennifer, there's Pearl Queens, there's Wumi Peters. Wumi, it's been a while. There's Wumi, there's Christabel. Thank you so much, Christabel, for joining. There's Gloria, there's Gift, there's Alan, there's Fees or Fies. I hope I'm getting your name correctly, the pronunciation correctly. There's Rahila, there's Modiegi, I hope. There's Elizabeth, there's us. There's Toju Iron. Hi, Toju. Toju, it's been a while. Yes, there's Kelly Michael. Hi, Kelly. Kelly is a grandfather on this channel. It's a pleasure seeing you here. There's Esther, there's Pabi, there's Chioma, there's Dorcas, there's B Jojo. There's yeah, you know what? Thank you, every single person. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you all know how we do it on here. I'm gonna just briefly share my thoughts, and as usual, I will drop the link to the virtual conversation. So if you want to share your own opinion, then you be able to click on that link and join so that you can speak and share your opinion. All right. So quickly diving into the conversation for today, we are going to be looking at the wildest expectations for Big Brother Titans. Okay. So I know that everybody has expectations. I mean, there's no way a new concept like this would want to start and then people do not have expectations, right? That's weird. So I know there are a lot of people, let me not say everybody, let me not overgeneralize. Let me just say a lot of people have expectations. For some people do not really have expectations because they're at the point of exhaustion. Yeah, our level up housemates, Big Brother Niger level up housemates have been very, very exhausting. Yes, they've been very, very exhausting. They and their fans have been very, very exhausted. I don't know if their drama has been sort of intentional or not, but they've been very exhausting. And for that reason, a lot of people are tired. A lot of people are like, you know what? These people should just go and rest and wait it out for their reunion where they can all bear out their grievances, because at this point, people don't really understand what's happening with those people. People don't really understand where the beef is coming from, but there's just so much drama, right? And I feel like for that reason, people don't really have expectations like that anymore for a show like this. For most people, okay, let the show just begin and let's see where it's going to carry us to, if it's going to be fun or not, right? But personally, I have expectations, and my expectations are stemming from the fact that I have, in a way, experienced both worlds of entertainment. I've experienced the world of South Africans when it comes to a show like Big Brother, and I've also experienced Nigerians when it also comes to a show like Big Brother, right? I've done several videos during the week talking about what I experienced from Big Brother and Zamzi, and I've always used that as a basis for comparison with Big Brother Niger. Yes, looking at how I feel Big Brother Titans will be, right? I've done a video about that. If you missed out on that video, please do well to check it out after this conversation, okay? But don't leave yet. Finish up with this one, and I can go ahead and check out that video, right? I've also done a video talking about the many cultural realities that I feel will, you know, portray itself in Big Brother Titans. If you missed out on that video as well, go ahead and check it out after this particular conversation, all right? But aside the cultural realities, aside the many things that I look forward to seeing, I have major, major expectations. And as I said before, I'm sure that a lot of you also have your own expectations. So as I proceed sharing mine, feel free to share yours in the comment section, or if you would want to talk about it, then feel free to also, you know, click on the link when I share the link to share yours. So I have a number of them listed on here, but I'm going to start from, first off, the personality types of the housemate. Now, personality types of the housemate is a very, very important element to determining how Big Brother Titans will pan out for its entire season. And I say so because of the selection of the housemates that we've seen with Big Brother Niger. Yes, for every season of Big Brother Niger, it is now a regular thing that you will see at least 5 personality types amongst the housemates. Now, as I said on my previous video, I don't know if it's an intentional move from the organizers of the show to give us that crazy, you know, brain-racking experience that we always experience on the show every season. I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know if it is the individuals that are selected who are trying to relieve the actions, the experience of ex-housemates. It could be either of both, but most of the time, I have a strong feeling that it comes from the individuals that are selected to participate on the show as housemates. I mean, there is no season of Big Brother Nigeria that you will not see someone that wants to behave like a Tacha or a Sisi or a T-Boss. I mean, from season 2, we had a T-Boss. And then season 3, we had a Tacha. Season 4, we had Erica. Season 5, who did we have? Okay, season 5, we had Erica, we had Lucy, we had Katrina, all boxed up in one particular personality type. Though they were different in their own unique way. Season 5, that was the Shine Your Eye season. Who did we have? We had a Maria. Yeah, we had a Pere, which is kind of different. Yeah, which is kind of different because normally the troublemaker, the trouble starter, the bully, or maybe the one that is hot-headed in the house amongst the housemates is usually a female. But Pere made a difference, you know, coming from the male perspective, decided to do it the male kind of way. You know, so what I'm trying to say is for every season of Big Brother Nigeria, you would definitely see at least 5 similar personality types that's like, you know, a carryover from previous seasons. So personally, I am really excited and I'm really looking forward to seeing the personality types that will participate on Big Brother Titans. I am putting my money on the fact that there will definitely be one person that wants to play Fina for this season. I mean, guys, the streets wins. The street wins. That's what people say. The street always wins, right? The street always wins. So I feel like there'll always be, or probably, there'll definitely be someone that would want to play a Fina this time around with a sorrier story. This time around with a more pathetic background to share. Yes, I know that everybody has a story to tell. I know that everybody has where they are coming from. And for most of the time, people enjoy using their story about where they are from, you know, to win some goals, right? I mean, take for instance, just to deviate for a bit, if you watch a lot of these foreign reality TV shows that are not African, right? If you watch a lot of these foreign reality TV shows, Western reality TV shows, you'll find out that a lot of times, you know, you see a particular personality or a particular individual that has a very, very crazy personality. The person is doing X, Y, Z. The person is all over the place. The person sometimes wants to present themselves as the antagonist of the show or the life of the party, you know, or the freakiest of them all. And then during their confessional, they will now try to create a justification for why they are the way they are. And then the way they edited the show, you now hear a solemn moment where they will now be playing a very, very emotional, soft soundtrack. They'll be giving the person soundtrack during the person's confessional, right? So they'll be playing soundtrack, and the person will now start cleaning tears that are non-existent. Guys, that part kills me all the damn time. Yeah, I mean, let's not look for a popular example. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? Oh, they do all they do XYZ, they get dragged on social media, and then when they want to now do their confessional, you know, say like, my dad left us when we were like babies, and life was really hard. You know, that kind of story that touches the heart. So it happens a lot. I mean, look at all these people that I've mentioned. Look at the many, many controversial personalities that we have actually experienced on different seasons of Big Brother Nigeria. Even with last year's Big Brother Zamzi, you will find out that the crazy of the craziest bunch, they always have one very, very emotional story, one story that touches the heart. And you know, this is how beautiful life is. There'll be millions of people out there that can actually relate with where they are coming from. Someone, okay, she's saying glory, no, now, but we have to say it, right? We have to call a spade, right? Yeah. So there will always be people like that. So talking about the personality types of the selection of the Big Brother Titans housemates, I am very, very interested in that selection. I have dared the organizers in my own little way to make a difference with this selection. I know that, yes, the organizers, they owe it to us, the viewers who are paying for our DSTV subscription, for our Showmax subscription for this entire 72 days, which is a monthly payment, of course, right? They owe it to us to give us a very, very thrilling, experience, a very, very entertaining show. They owe it to us to give us an explosive, mind-blowing show, right? But then the question is, are they going to go back to their old sack to go and, look for the same old type of personalities that we have been seeing for the past how many years now? Are they going to give us the same old? Or are they going to try to think out of the box and give us something entirely different? Now, that's for the organizers of the show. Now, I'm talking about the individuals themselves. Are they going to try as much as possible to come from their own unique angle, from their own unique self? People saying, oh, stay in your power. You are unique in your own unique way, in your own beautiful way. Oh, stay in your power, be you, be different. The individuals that are going to be the housemates for Baby Titans, the question is, are they going to be different, or are they going to come and give us another Daniela? Are they going to come and give us another Mpua Bajimo? Are they going to come and give us another Terry Treasure? Are they going to come and give us another Tato who came into the house, obviously, with our own agenda of finding a husband and then playing a game, and then towards the end of the show, someone who was actually bashing, what's his name now? Is it Saga and Nini during the Shine Your Eye season, that, oh, Saga is being a fool following Nini around in the house. Then all of a sudden, she participated on the show. That's Big Brother Nzamzi. Before we knew it, the last 2 or 3 weeks of the show, Tato and Gashwan, they were all over each other, with the fact that Gashwan had actually made advances and even had some freaky moments at night with Tato's very good friend in the house, Yoli. Now, that is a very, very familiar script. Although Tato said that it's not a script, it's left to her for whatever that was. I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm happy that Tato is actually fine. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Virgo said Tato is now married to Gashwan. Hallelujah. Hence, another housemate that was able to find love and marriage from the platform of Big Brother Nigeria. That's actually a huge win, and I'm super excited for her. But that was a familiar script. We've seen that happen a lot of times on Big Brother Nigeria, of course. So that's a question to the housemates, individuals that are going to come and portray themselves as housemates. Are they going to come onto Big Brother Titans and, sell a familiar product? Because if we're being very honest, I am sick and tired of seeing people that are coming to give us a repeat act. It's boring now. It's boring. It's exhausting to watch. It's boring. It's all too familiar. I am sick and tired. And this goes to the Nigerian housemates. Well, they're probably observing their lockdown period right now, but I'm tired of seeing the same things. They make it look like, oh, in the whole of Nigeria, where we have over 200 million people, everybody is the same. Hell no, everybody is not freaking the same. Everybody is not the same. And listen, I get it that, oh yes, when it comes to a show like Big Brother Nigeria, it's the competition and people need to come with their own kind of game. And these housemates, they've watched previous seasons and they are now aware that there are certain strategies that actually work. There are actually games that actually work. There are actually certain personality types that actually end up gaining relevance, that actually get more controversial and get more publicity, get more attention, they get more talked about than the rest of the housemates. So they would always want to come and dish out the same old to us. But here is me standing as the voice of the people. It's boring now. It's boring. And talking about the Nigerian housemates, this is a quick reminder to those of you that are Nigerians that are watching this live stream right now. Do not forget to go and get your PVC, please. February is the Nigerian elections. There are rumors all over the media that INEC might cancel the elections and move it forward. We don't know. Your work right now, your job right now is to go ahead and get your PVC. I have gotten mine. I put the picture on my community tab. So that's to encourage all of you to please go ahead and get your PVC so that you will be able to vote come February. We're tired of the way things are in Nigeria. So please go ahead, get your PVCs so that you can vote. Now, in continuation, I'm saying that Talking about the personality types, personally, I am tired, I am bored, I am exhausted, I am fed up of seeing the same old, same old. And this is not me saying that it is the fault of the organizers, their selection panel. I don't know how the selection process is done. However way it is done, this is me passing on the message that, okay, they probably do it unintentionally, but we end up seeing the same thing every year. We end up seeing the same thing every season. And it's boring now. It's exhausting. Nigeria is not a makeup of Fina from the streets only. Nigerian citizens is not a makeup of the types of saga and also that chases their women around in the house. That is not how all Nigerian men behave in a confined space. That is not how all Nigerian men who are love-stricken or love-sick behave. It's probably a game for them, but Nigeria has a complete, like, the people of this country are very, very dynamic. Same thing goes for South Africans. South Africans are very, very dynamic people, very, very unique. I'm saying this, like, guys, I am spending so much time talking about the personality types of the housemates because I'm indirectly begging. I am tired. I'm tired of saying the same old, same old, same old. It is boring. We do not want the same old, same old. And I know that, yeah, people's stories might be similar. Yeah, people who ended up being an only child, or people who were raised by a single parent, or people who were drinking Gary, only Gary in their own homes, people who did not have shoes to wear, people who had only slippers to wear, people who eat only one square meal in a day. These are people's realities. I understand it, but we're tired of all of those scripts. Okay, I'm tired of all of those scripts. And Lumik is saying, don't you think it's too late for all of this? It's not too late because we literally talk about this every time there's a Big Brother Nigeria season on air. All right, so it's not too late. It's just a reminder. And this is me saying it out there in case we spot it. If we spot it, we're going to call it out. All right. So that's why I'm going to stop talking about it. Yes. If you have your own thoughts to share, don't worry. When I share the link, we're going to get into it. Okay. So the next expectation that I have is the impact of the theme on the game. So we know that for every season of Big Brother Nigeria or Big Brother South Africa or Big Brother and Samzi, there is a theme. There is a theme. So the question is, how relevant is the theme of the season, of the show, going to be to the game? And this is also from the angle of the organizers and the angle of the housemates. During the level up season, I think we actually saw some level of level up. Some people leveled up in wisdom. Some people leveled up in maturity. While some people leveled up in arrogance. Some people leveled up in stupidity. Some people leveled up in abuse. Yes, we're going to call a spade a spade. Some people leveled up in all shades of negativity. Some people leveled up from being this little to this big. Some people are still in the process of leveling up. But talking about the show itself, did we really see a level up in its entirety? I think the organizers leveled up to some extent, yes, in terms of the space, the mansion, that interior, the design. It was top-notch, amazing. We talked about it on here, gave the organizers their flowers. They did amazing. They did great. But talking about the structure of the show, did the level up really ring all through the season? I don't think it was really relevant. I don't think it was really relevant. Tochi, please though. I don't think it was really relevant. Yeah, level up, you know, the idea of having level 1, level 2, basic. Level 3, that was 0. That shouldn't have even happened at all. I just felt like they wasted that space. They wasted money on that space. It was a 0 for me. Yes. So the question is, the theme of the Big Brother Titans. I don't know if it's still the Giants are coming, which I doubt, because I know for a fact that for every season of Big Brother Nigeria or Big Brother South Africa, it's on the day of the launch show that they get to release the theme of, you know, the theme of the season. And this is to also bring to your notice that I've been seeing a lot of pictures on the internet, you know, people saying that, oh, and they've unveiled the Big Brother mansion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, you're being misled. I will advise you to calm down and wait till tomorrow, Sunday, during the launch show. That is when you will now see the mansion itself. It's always a big reveal, you know. So I know people get all excited and caught up in all of the excitement of it all. They want to see what the house looks like. They want to see the housemates. People already say, no, I've seen the housemates. Nothing has been revealed yet. So calm down. It will all be revealed in due time. Okay. But still going back to the theme of the season, I am hoping that my expectation is met. I am hoping that the theme of the season is very, very relevant to the game of it and to the game itself, to the season itself. Someone is asking, Purity is asking, Glory, how am I gonna watch it? If you have DSTV or GoTV, you can watch it. If you're based in the UK or Ireland, you'll be able to watch it on Showmax. All right, so it's available to over 46 sub-Saharan Africa. Is it sub-Saharan? Yes, sub-Saharan African countries. Yeah, so you can actually watch it. That's the information that the organizers are putting out there, so you can actually watch it. All right. Yes, Hajia is saying, I pray it will portray cultural understanding. Very, very key. Very, very important. Okay, moving on to another thing that I have as an expectation: the game and the strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, in a very, very weird way, the game and the strategy is very much tied to the personality of the housemates. I mentioned strategies when I was explaining the personality types of the housemates. See, we've seen this thing happen over and over again. I think except for Pere was that one housemate that really played a fantastic strategy. I think White Money also played a very, very fantastic strategy. Yes, and I give kudos to those people for having the brains to think out of the box, for having the brains to devise their own strategy. Now, even though one won and the other person did not win, on the show, not out of the house now, but on the show, even though things happened the way it happened, the fact that they were genius enough to think out of the box, you know, to bring on an entirely different kind of strategy. Oh my God, I respect those two people forever. Well, reality TV show wise, I respect them. Oh my God. I am not the best strategist, to be very honest, guys. Yeah, I'm not the best strategist. I'm not the best game player, you know, but as one who enjoys watching reality TV shows, for me, if you're going to participate on a show, you need to come prepared. It's like going to write an exam. You need to study hard to show yourself approved. You don't come and be doing copy and paste, verbatim, copy and paste. Some people prepare for exams to go and copy from their neighbor, to go and copy verbatim. You see some people, they will copy to the point of even copying the names of their neighbors in that exam hall. That is the case for Big Brother Naija these days. These days, when you watch oh yeah, Tools. Thank you so much, Moyo. Tools is another person that played a fantastic strategy. Tools is from Big Brother Titans. I'm sorry, Big Brother Nzamti. He's a South African. Yes, he did not win, but he made it to the top 5. Yes, he did not win, but he played a fantastic game. Tools played a fantastic game. I respect that man. He played a fantastic game. He was the one housemate, I think, for the entire season. How many times was he nominated? I think he was nominated, but he never stood up for eviction. There's a difference between getting nominated and being, you know, up for eviction. He was saved with the is it supreme veto power or the ultimate veto power gameplay? Yeah, he was saved. So Tools played a fantastic game. You see that strategy of that one person that wants everybody to like him or her. If there's one person that played that strategy to perfection, it was Tools. I would have given it to White Money, but White Money got nominated and was up for eviction a number of times, yes, courtesy of Perry and Maria, of course. But Tools, people loved this guy in the house to the point that he was right there in their faces, but nobody saw him as a threat. That is what we call strategy in a game like Big Brother. Tools was an amazing strategist. He was a fantastic player. You see that person, that housemate that was another big brother inside Big Brother's mansion to all the housemates. He had a shoulder to give to people. Hashwa just made me laugh. Hashwa said, I'm sure there'll be someone named Glory in the show. That would be fun to see. And I would love to see that happen. Yeah. So, yes, as I was saying, Tools was that one housemate that every single housemate loved. Nobody really spited that young man. And you know what I loved about him? The fact that whenever he had the chance to get into the diary room to have a conversation with Big Brother, he would tell Big Brother his strategy, that Big Brother, I want everybody to love me. And he played it to perfection. Everybody loved him. So yeah, we're tired of seeing strategies like the gossip, the manipulator, although there's every chance that it would definitely repeat itself. But I want to see someone that will come and play the strategy of the manipulator in an entirely different way. I want to see someone that will come and use shipping as a strategy, but in an entirely different way. I don't want to come and see somebody that will come and play ship on the very first day, come and tell a girl, I want to marry you. Please, we're tired. I don't want to see Alasha Zambella. Please. I don't want to see another Saga and Nini following the person up and down. We want to see people that are going to play this game. You want to be a shipper? You want to use relationship as a strategy? Please, play it to perfection. Your head is in the game, but you are playing romance. You are entertaining the Shippers Council with their VVIP lots. You're entertaining them with relationship content. But please, for those of us that are not suckers for relationship and romance, can you at least feed us with how smart you can be using relationship as a strategy? So one of my expectations is for Big Brother Titans, because of how massive the show is, because of how explosive the show will be, I want to see individuals turned housemates that will give us a wow performance, that will give us a wow experience with their strategies, with their games. Yes, it's inevitable that there will not be repetitions of strategies from previous seasons. I know it's going to repeat itself. Yeah, I know, especially our Nigerian people. I'm sorry, this is no shade to my fellow Nigerians, but I have a strong feeling that you see those Nigerians that are going to get into that house, into that Baby Titans mansion. Oh my God, they go overdo. They will show themselves. They want to show that, yes, I am a Niger boy, I'm a Niger babe. They will show. They want to play this romance. And guess what? I have a strong feeling that the first ship that will come out of that house, it will possibly come from the Nigerian people. Why? Because in South Africa, nobody celebrates shippers. That's the couples. Yeah. The way people will buy flowers, roses, money bouquet, they will go and cook. Some people go and empty their bank accounts, their life savings that they don't even have. They'll go and empty it just to buy gifts and plan a non-existent wedding or engagement ceremony for these housemates when they come out of the house. In fact, the way Nigerians celebrate that kind of thing, some people celebrate it as if their lives are so miserable, and so they want to live their fantasies through these housemates. And the housemates indulge them. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't they indulge those people? They indulge them because they give them millions. I mean, Emma Rose, they chop money from their shippers. They showed their shippers shaggy. They used, the biggest scam in the history of Big Brother Nigeria. Yeah, crazy scam. Messi and Nike, they did their own. Emma Rose, Licorosa and Emmanuel, they came and did their own. Two incompatible people. When I say incompatible, those of you that know, you know what I'm talking about. Two people that are not compatible at all. As in, when we're talking about not compatible, we're talking about in its entirety, in general terms. Awesomely, if you get what I mean. Two incompatible people went into the house. did romance, did ship, when they came out. Come and see celebration. Money, 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 money. All those people, talking about people that really leveraged on the Big Brother platform to make money with relationship. Emma Rose, they did that one. They now went to Dubai. Dubai now scattered everything. They now did that. Crazy, man. Crazy. But they actually did play their shippers. Shippers were now fighting war up and down. VVIP too, they were chopping money. Like crazy things that happened. But it's all part of the game, right? So I'm tired. Oh yeah, Martin is saying, I think Dotun had the same strategy as Tools, being liked by all the housemates. Yeah, he did, but he was just a sucker at it. I'm sorry, but if you ask me, I will tell you that Dotun was one of the most terrible Big Brother housemates ever. The guy was just, it was just like a doormat in Biggie's house. I don't know what he went there to go and do. Anyways, so as I said, I will be, one of my biggest expectations is on the game itself of the season and the strategies that the housemates will play. And this is to also remind us that Big Brother has a huge role to play when it comes to strategies. Usually, the Big Brother that I am used to, the Big Brother himself, that big booming voice that you always hear, Biggie himself usually has a strategy by playing pranks on the housemates, by manipulating the housemates to turn them against each other to make the show more exciting. Although it is really sad that the Big Brother of this previous season, the level up season, and even Big Brother and Zamzi, it seemed as though the biggies of those two seasons were playing carefully, like they were treading carefully. It was like Biggie is scared of being obtained after the show. Like Big Brother does not want the housemate to go and obtain him after the show. So Big Brother was being very, very careful, which is freaking boring because how are we supposed to see all the exciting stuff? How are we supposed to see Big Brother, manipulating the game, enhancing the game to bring more drama, to make it more exciting for us, the viewers? How are we supposed to get value for our money? And this is a big reminder to the Big Brother that will present himself as the Big Brother that, hey, Big Brother show is not Love Island. Big Brother show is not a romance show. Big Brother show is not, come on. If we wanted to watch a romantic show, we would have watched, is it Ultimate Love they call it? Yeah. Or Love is Blind. So we don't want only that kind of content. We want a mix of, all the good stuff. And that's why the strategies and the housemates and Big Brother himself, and even the organizers, all of them, will be playing is one of my biggest expectations for Big Brother Titans. Okay? Yeah. Chama is saying, please, I don't want any more people like Daniela. Interesting. Could you tell us why? JC is saying, bring back Friday games. Totally. I really want to see it. Yes. Okay, so moving on to another expectation that I have, the relationship dynamics amongst the housemates. When I talk about the relationship dynamics amongst the housemates, it's across all levels. Remember, because of how liberated, socially liberated, and culturally liberated South Africans are, brace yourself to see different types of sexual okay, I'm looking for the right way to put it now. Different types of sexual preferences, yes, from the South African housemates. I don't know yet if the selected Nigerian housemates are going to be daring enough to want to declare their sexual preferences because of how conservative the Nigerian society is. And mind you, Nigeria has not signed off the LGBTQ ideology yet. It has not, but South Africa has. And that was why during Big Brother and Zamzi, we saw the different, thank you so much, BJJ, the sexual orientations. Thank you very much. Yes. So that was why during Big Brother and Zamzi, we saw a plethora of sexual orientations. The housemates were at liberty to showcase, their sexual orientation, right? But with Big Brother Nigeria, we know that they exist amongst the housemates. I'm not going to be the one to name names, but if you know, you know, right? They existed, but they are not going to be bold enough to declare it. So for Big Brother Titans, I'm really, looking forward to seeing how they're going to navigate it. Are they going to be very, very expressive, especially now from the Nigerian housemates? Are they going to be very, very expressive, or are they going to still be hiding? Because mind you, even though the show, or rather the housemates are housed in South Africa, the Nigerian housemates are going to come back home. So there's the dangers of labeling, tagging. Oh, is it not that person that went to Big Brother Titans that is like this? Nigerians, to be very honest, we are very judgmental people. And sometimes the judgmentality is not negative, and sometimes it is negative. Sometimes it is positively judgmental. Is there anything that's even positively judgmental? Pray tell. But anyways, Nigerians are very, very, judgmental people. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the housemates are going to navigate their way, in that regard. And then talking about social social interactions, I want to see how the Nigerian housemates are going to blend with the South African housemates and vice versa, how the South African housemates are also going to blend with the Nigerian housemates. Are they going to be free enough and accommodating enough, to intermarry, interchange, intertwine their cultural values? Are they going to be selectively accepting, or are they going to be generally accepting? I'm looking forward to seeing how that is going to play out. I'm also looking forward to seeing how relationships in terms of romantic relationships are going to work out. Yes. How do South Africans date? How do Nigerians date? How do South African relationships blossom? How do Nigerian relationships blossom? So whereby we have a Nigerian and a South African looking at starting up a relationship, how are they going to carry that relationship? Is it going to be mutually beneficial to them? Are they going to be able to condone each other or maybe accommodate each other? How is it going to be? Let me just share a short story. So I had a conversation with a friend today, and this is a borrowed experience anyways, told to me by my friend. So this friend is from a particular country, and is dating somebody from a Nigerian, from Nigeria, not a Nigerian country, from Nigeria. Yeah. Now, this person really likes the Nigerian girl, and the person wants to settle down with the Nigerian girl, but the Nigerian girl's parents is coming with all these traditional things. Oh, in Nigeria, this is how we do things. Oh, in Nigeria, this is how we do things. Now, this dude, on the other hand, is exhausted. The guy is tired. Like, okay, I'm done. I don't like this. I love my woman. So why is the mother bringing herself into the equation? And me, I'm having a good laugh because I'm here. I'm thinking, hey, bro, haven't you heard that in Nigeria, when you want to marry a woman, you are not only marrying the singular woman, you're marrying the entire community that's trained the woman. You're marrying the girl's immediate family, you're marrying the girl's extended family, you are marrying the girl's community, the village, the streets, the country. That is how interesting. Let me use interesting. That is how interesting it is to be in a relationship with a Nigerian. Now, how does it work with South Africans? I don't really know. I'm not really sure, but that is something I would really love to see. So talking about relationship dynamics amongst the housemates, that is one of the things I would really, really love to see. Okay. Now, moving on, there's also the structure of the season. I need to quickly take a water break right now before we continue. Nice. Yes, so we're talking about the structure of the season. I did a video during the week and I mentioned that, listen, the Level Up season was a great season. It had a lot of beautiful moments, had a lot of ups and downs. It had some fails, it had some wins. But what do I think about the structure of that season? I think it was, in a way, kind of complicated. You know what they say? Too much spices spoils the broth, or is it too many chefs spoils the broth? Please interpret that in your own way and try to understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the structure of the Level Up season for me, in a way, was kind of complicated. I felt like there were certain things that were kind of unnecessary. and it was introduced. And at the end of the day, they ended up being irrelevant to the show itself, right? And then you would now think that, okay, fine, they should have just left this out. The show would have been fine anyways, right? So I'm thinking with this Big Brother Titans now, what do they plan to do? We're going to find out on the day of the launch show, of course. We're going to find out. And as the show pans out, we're going to find out definitely. But what is the structure of the show? I know that definitely we're going to be having nomination Mondays. We're going to be, okay, let's start from Sunday. Sundays, we're going to be having live eviction. On Mondays, we're going to be having nominations, except they're going to change that. But I don't see how they're going to change that because, hey, viewers need the entire week till Thursday to vote, right? So Mondays for live nominations, which could be changed anyhow. Tuesdays for what? What did they do on Tuesdays? Okay, we'll find out. Okay, Mondays as well, not just live nominations. There's also task, right? There's also task. Big Brother, is it Mondays? I think it's Tuesdays that Big Brother announces the task. Probably could be Monday, could be Tuesday. Wednesdays. What happens on Wednesdays? I don't think anything really happens on Wednesdays. Thursdays. Thursdays, task presentation. Okay, Monday is when they present their wager task for the week to them. Tuesdays, they begin to prepare for their task. Wednesdays, they prepare for their task, except they have a sponsored task that they should present during the week. But Thursdays usually should be for the wager task presentation. Friday should be for arena games, but hey, it might change, just as we saw it change during PP Titans and during Big Brother Nigeria Level Up season. Friday, jacuzzi party was what we saw for Level Up housemates. I don't know what's going to happen with BP Titans. We're going to find out. Saturday, other kind of playful task here and there. If they have a sponsor task, that's what I mean. And then there's also the Saturday night party. Then Sunday again, we repeat the same cycle all over again. That's for the game's structure, right? But when I also talk about structure, I'm thinking, are we going to have two houses? I don't want it. It's going to be exhausting. I don't want two houses. Are we going to have two houses or are we going to have three houses? When I say houses, of course, guys, you guys understand I'm talking about the levels, right? So are we going to have two levels? Are we going to have, what else? Are we going to have the housemates divided into two different groups? Nigerian housemates, African housemates, are they going to be a mixed all in one? I don't know. What's the structure? The reason I'm putting this as an expectation is I don't want too much orishi and then that becomes exhausting. I don't want too much spice. It now becomes overly complicated to the point that the Big Brother of the season now becomes pretty laid back and is not really doing anything. Yeah. What is the structure? And when we also talk about structure, will the organizers be very strict with the housemates? Will they punish the housemates when they need to be punished? Will the housemates be called out when they need to be called out? Because Bibi and Zamzi and Big Brother Nigeria Level Up season, it was the same way things were done. A lot of abnormalities happened, a lot of rules were broken and nothing was done. It was exhausting. It was very, very annoying at some point. It was very annoying at some point. So what is it going to be? Is it going to be a free for all? Is a housemate free to slap another housemate when they misbehave? Is a housemate free? Are they really going to go by the rules of the show? Because obviously there's a rule book, but it seems like even the Big Brother himself do not really take into cognizance his own rules. So the housemates get away with a lot. So is it going to be a structured show that's Big Brother Titans, or is it going to be a structureless show? Which is it going to be? That's one of my expectations. I'm expecting it to be one. If the organizers want to give it a structure, please, by all means, give it a structure. If you don't want to give it a structure, do not give it a structure. Don't come and give it a structure, and then when the housemates are breaking all the rules, you're not doing anything about it. Don't come and give it different types of structures, and then the structures end up being irrelevant to the actual show. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be boring. Anyways, moving on to the last but not the least, there's actually a lot more, but I'm just going to make it brief. The cultural display during task. Yes, guys, I am totally looking forward to seeing this cultural display. Yes, I have watched Big Brother and Zamzi. I've seen how the housemates perform during their task, and it's always a sight to behold. It's always very exciting. It's always very interesting, and I cannot wait to see how it's going to play out. And so I want to see the diversity of cultures as displayed by the South African housemates and the Nigerian housemates. And trust me, guys, it's going to be interesting because Nigeria is a diverse country. We have the Igbos, we have the Yorubas, we have the Hausas, we have the Fulanis, we have the Ibibios, we have the Tiv. We have different cultures in existence in Nigeria. Likewise, South Africa. Yes. So I would really love to see how these housemates are going to collaborate, how they're going to merge ideas, how they're going to sell themselves, sell their cultures, and how they're going to share experiences. I'm really looking forward to seeing how all of these will work out. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to stop talking and just go ahead and share the link to this conversation because I am really dying to hear what all of you have to say with regards to your own expectations. So, I'm just going to quickly share the link on here. Tochi is asking the question, what was the South African name we gave to Coyote last year? To be very honest. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyways, the link is in the comment section right now. So if you want to share your own expectations, please go ahead, click on that link, and you'll be granted access into this live stream so that you can share your own thoughts with us. All right. So just go ahead and click on the link and I'm going to be reading your comments. Virgo said, I want to see colored people this season. Totally. I did a video during the week talking about the cultural, the selection of the people. Yeah. So I really want to see the selection of the South African housemates, especially. Yeah. I want to see colored people, especially just as Virgo said, I want to see colored people. So guys, the link is in the comment section. Who wants to go first? Go ahead, click on the link and you'll be granted access into the show. Great. We have amazing people here. Hi, Queen.
Good morning, sweetie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
Great. Okay. Let's see. Let's hear your own expectations. What are your expectations?
Um, I expect for okay. So there's nothing you would do. There will be a cultural war between Nigerians and South African because the way both cultures are, there's gonna be a division, no matter what. It's gonna be
Mm,
Nigerian supporting Nigeria. I don't think no Nigeria will support South African and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? And
mm,
also, I feel like there's going to be a lot of fights because, like, I've always believed that Nigerians, they like to, Nigerians, we like to act like we like to act innocent. You know what I'm saying? Whereas South
mm.
Africans, they're free. They what's it called? And I really love that because because now I have a couple friends. They will be doing ashewo things and they be acting like they're holy. But the South African friends that I have, if they're doing ashewo things, they do it with their full chest. You get
Of
what
course.
and
Of
I love
course.
that they express themselves. They're unapologetic about who they are. Whereas Nigerians still kind of like they still kind of be like innocent, try to like cover up their what's it called? I feel like I would like to see like how that's gonna play out because you have a country where they're they're more expressive, and then you have one that's like told to keep quiet and everything. I
Mm,
want fights. I want fights. I want violence because I feel like on a normal level, Nigerians be like, who are you talking to? Are you mad? I want them to actually face a country that's actually as crazy as they are. You get what I'm saying? Um,
mm,
I want more structures with tax. I feel like I want to see the thing. I want to see it. I don't want separate houses, and I feel like it's gonna happen that they're gonna be separate houses. I want them all together as a collective, so that we can
Yeah.
see like them all shine in their own way. You get me?
Mm.
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the culture, because I love South African culture. I think it's beautiful. So I look forward
Mm.
to that. And but I really look forward to Wawu too. Like, I want violence in this one. I don't want peace. I really want premium violence, because I know that Biggie doesn't pick the sensible ones. He picks the craziest ones out of the bunch. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
want complete violence.
Chat.
Com-
Queen.
com- I'm not a preacher of love. I need
I
violence.
know.
Like, I need violence. Like, by next week, we should be talking about who beat somebody, how who slapped somebody. But no, but that brings another question: is Biggie gonna be fair this time? Because in recent years, Big Brother has not been fair.
Yeah.
So are you gonna enforce the rules? Are you gonna be biased? Like, these are things I want to know. Because
Mm-hmm.
Mio, I'm not saying I'm supporting South African. I'm not saying I'm supporting Nigeria. But if I like you, I like you. So I'll be in my feelings if somebody. Okay, they're not gonna be separate houses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I want violence. I want to know. I want to see everything unfold. You get what I'm saying? So somebody else can
Mm.
talk. I'll just join in later.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Queen. I mean, it's going to be really exciting. And I've said this before, I'm going to repeat myself again. Please, when the show begins, let's try as much as possible to watch the show and, judge the housemates as an individual and not as a collective. When we talk about not judging them as a collective, when a South African housemate does something, please do not be too quick to say, oh, that is how South Africans behave. No, that is how XYZ behaved. And that's what we're going to focus on. That's what we're going to talk about. Don't say, oh, a Nigerian person did something. And Nigerians are very fond of doing that. Take, for instance, there's already this stereotype in Nigeria that, oh, that is how Igbo people behave. That's how Yorubas behave. That's how Akwa Ibom girls or boys behave. Please, that is too much generalization. Collective generalization, and it's really sad. It's really bad. So I am begging that when the show begins, rate the housemates and judge their actions. Judge them by their actions individually. I did something, I did it. Judge me the way I am. Don't say that is how all these Akwa Ibom people behave, please. Anyways, quickly, we're moving forward to the next person, Karobo. Hi,
Hi, how are you guys?
you're welcome. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great, great. So let's hear your expectations for the show.
I think biasness will always be there. I just wish it could be just like sensible bias, like even if you supporting South Africa, for instance,
Mm.
and South African does something bad, like be able to admit, okay, this person fumbled, but I'm still behind them, like that's all Nje, I'm praying for. And then ish. Like I don't want disqualifications. So like this thing of violence, there can it be like that violence where like we talk, man. You remember how Housewives of Lagos, how
Yeah.
Caroline and Dioma, they used to like talk. Like I want something like that, not like now catching hands and stuff like that. Because other people can't fight, other people can fight, and then we don't know how if you're gonna smack someone, how they will
Mhm.
respond. You probably will be in the kitchen and somebody throws a glass and then there's blood. So ish, yeah, that violence part is sketchy.
Anyways,
Mm.
I do not really hope for like physical fights. I mean, there's room for verbal wars. People will say things, they'll kiss and make up. It's all part of the game, it's all part of the show. I mean, the worst thing that could ever happen with individuals that are put in a confined space for social, cultural, and yeah, social and cultural experiment, right, is for them to
Yeah.
internalize their beef, their grievances. For me, it is very, very unhealthy. Queen Omo will attest to that as a fact. He's a psychologist, a therapist. Yeah. So he will attest to that as a fact. It is very, very toxic to internalize and brew grievances. It's more healthier, right, to let it out, vent it out, have verbal
Yes.
words, have your have your back to back, say what you want to say, let it all out because it's a confined space. It's not like the outside world where someone pisses you off and you want to walk away and then you cool off and then you come back. It's not going to be possible in Biggie's house.
Yes.
That's why most of the time the housemates have room to walk into the diary room and, vent when they want that alone time. So, yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll
All
come
right.
back.
So, all right. So we'll quickly move on to Fifi. Hi, Fifi.
Hey Glory, how are you?
I'm good. You're welcome back. I have missed you.
I know I missed you too. I've been so busy of late that unfortunately I might have to even not watch the show. So I'm counting on you to give me the tea
Whoa.
this season.
I've got you covered. I've got you
I
covered.
know, I
Yeah.
know. You never disappoint.
Thank you.
So,
So, what are your expectations?
uh, honestly, like being a huge fan of the Big Brother franchise, and
Yeah.
I was a very big fan of Big Brother Africa. Hearing the news got me excited about Big Brother
Nice.
Titans because it reminded me that I'm going to finally see people from extreme backgrounds. Because much as Nigeria has a lot of cultures, people like different states, so different languages, different, everything, it's still that because you're one nation, you have some commonalities that
Yeah.
govern Nigeria as a country.
Yeah.
Same applies to South Africa. Whereas in Big Brother Africa, we were meeting people, you're coming from a different country entirely, meaning there is a difference, and that made it intriguing. So I'm really
Mm.
hoping for that same kind of feeling. I'm not hoping to see this homogeneous kind of like culturalism, cliquing. I want to see people relate. I want to see people want to find out, be intrigued about. Maybe the South Africans intrigued about the Nigerians, and the Nigerians intrigued about the South Africans. I want to see relationships. If we are to have ships this season, let me not lie, Glory. I'm looking forward to a South African girl hooking up with a Nigerian guy. That, so just that's
Yeah,
for the
why the side?
I listen. I have my reasons. We
Oh,
all
okay.
know, yes, predominantly because of the way, like you've said, the way people tend to say, oh, people from this country have this kind of look and that kind of look. So I have me and my friends have been crazily talking about, like, most people think, oh, most Nigerian guys are like tall, they like to take care of their build, and we know like most South African babes are, well endowed in the backside. So we made a funny bet. We are like, let's watch out for these. We want to see people who will make us want to watch them. Number one.
Yeah.
Then of course, uh violence. Queen said she wants violence, fights. Oh, I want violence in terms of verbal, arguments, but I'm not looking forward to the kind of violence that will get someone disqualified, because that will break my heart. Let's be
Mm.
honest. And then I'm also hoping, I'm not worried, like, I know, just like being patriotic and all, Nigerians might want to support fellow Nigerians and South Africans do the same. But if Big Brother is going to have the whole of Africa vote the same way we voted in last season, then I am not worried, because I can assure you the rest of Africa will be voting for someone because of their personal traits and not because of the region they are coming from. So I just hope that really we don't see that, a lot of that clash in the house.
Yeah.
And then I want more creativity in terms of tasks. We are
Mm.
tired. Some tasks can be boring. I will not lie to you. Last season, some tasks you watch, and you're like, no, I cannot be watching. Like some of them seemed so kiddish. I want
Yeah.
like more innovative, more creative, tasks that will make
Mm.
these housemates really enjoy what they are doing and not get bored. Because I saw it a lot last season. You would see
Yeah.
that these housemates were tired. Like that innocent task, clearly
Mm.
some gave up and even sat. I don't want a repeat of such tasks. We want
Yeah.
tasks that will end, tasks that have a timeline, because we want to see other things happen. Eh? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of these, a lot of like these other recent seasons, we've been so engrossed in seeing like tasks from the sponsors that we miss out on a lot of the personalities of these
Mm.
housemates. So I'm looking forward to these housemates having a chance of expressing their personalities more. Yes, that's
Mm.
it.
I totally
Mm.
agree with you. Thank you so much about the creativity part. Sorry, before I get into that, I just saw something in the comment section. Cartoon classics. I'm sorry, but this is not acceptable here. Telling another commenter to shut up, please. That is unacceptable. We've said this several times on this channel. Everybody has the floor to express themselves, but we have to be polite about it. We have to be respectful about it. So please, Happy Endings is typing our own opinion, her thoughts. Please do likewise. And I feel like there are more respectful ways to disagree with people, all right? Instead of telling them shut up. So nobody shuts up anybody here, please. I'm begging. All right. Okay, so that's addressed. Fifi, thank you so much. And I totally agree with the creativity in the task. It is exhausting. Yes, I agree with you. When we get to see the same old, you get it. It's really exhausting. And I really look forward to seeing a higher level thinking, I understand that sometimes the individuals that participate on the show, they get so caught up in the game, they get so caught up in winning, that winning spirit, that they tend to hold back most of the time. I don't know if you've noticed, Fifi, that most of the housemates, they get to hold back a lot. I don't know if you've
Yes,
noticed.
they do. I
Yeah,
have.
they hold yeah, they hold back their creativity. Some of them, they feel like, oh, I don't want to do too much so that I don't become a target. You get most of them,
That
like
was
what
the case.
Chess did.
What case did last season? Yes,
Yes, what
true.
Kes did. Yeah, whenever there's a task, because of the format for nomination, he was scared of getting nominated. So he did not really want to showcase himself. And you see, the housemates are not stupid, because the other level one housemates, they notice that there's a possibility that this person, as long as you're a guy, you are a contender. So why not? At the end of the day, it's a game. Everybody is a contender, everybody is a target. And he ended up getting nominated and even evicted on the first nomination. So yeah, I just feel like these housemates should leverage on the platform, showcase themselves properly, and get more creative. So yeah, thank you so much, Fifi. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Okay. Yeah,
Thank
so
you for
somebody
having
dropped.
me, Glory. Mm.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Before I bring on the next speaker, I want to look at someone's comment. This is from Ashford. Ashford is saying, I hope the topic of xenophobia is addressed on the show. As much as that topic is triggering, but people need to take responsibility and stop blackmailing. So I actually agree with you, Hashford. However, there are certain conversations that cannot be had, in verbal conversations, verbal communications. It cannot work sometimes. So I feel like, from what Fifi mentioned about the creativity in the task, I feel like a beautiful way to pass on the message that, to address the topic of xenophobia, is if they put together a task. They can pass on that message in a task. It could be a play, it could be a drama promoting unity, promoting acceptance, promoting integration, amongst the Nigerian and South African housemates. If they are able to pull that off, then I feel like it's going to pass on a strong message. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Ashford. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, let me know in the comment section, because to be very honest, that topic of xenophobia, some people might not have the emotional maturity to want to sit down and discuss it. I'm glad Latricia is here. Latricia, thank you so much for joining. Happy New Year, my darling sis. I'm super excited to be seeing you here. And oh my God, you look fabulous with your glasses, your hair. You look amazing. But before you say what you initially planned on saying, I think we should pick up from that topic of xenophobia, right? But please start off with what you want to say first.
Yes, please give me that. Hi, Glory. Hi, everyone. I still wanted to say, you know what, Glory, we have entered 2023. I never spoke to you since 2023. I was never on the show. We have entered, right or wrong, and ready for 2024.
Yeah.
You know, we are declaring 2024. We'll be here in this platform with 1
Yes.
point something million viewers. I'm telling you.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen. Thank you so much.
we are growing. We are a growing family. We are not steadily. No, we don't sustain. We grow. You see.
Yeah.
And thank you once more, Glory. I haven't been here for quite a long. I missed you guys and all that.
I missed you so
Um,
much.
and please, Glory, we won't be. Some of us won't be able to watch. Please do what you have to
Oh,
do. I was still thinking of you. That I remember. I think it was last year where you said, I think your car was so standing for a long time. There was nothing wrong with the car, but because of it was standing for a long time, I think the battery or the tire went flat or something, and you realized when you
yeah.
wanted to go out. I said, you know what, history is going to repeat itself. You must be cleaning on there because you
You're right.
update us. Yeah, you update us of what is happening and also what is on the social media, and we truly appreciate that because really, for some of us, we don't have time for that, but we do want to be updated. This is therapy, like I said, we get
Yeah.
to be nicely worked on. On the issue
Thank
of
you.
xenophobia, Lord, it's one of the points that I wanted to talk about. But
Mm.
I was going to say, in my view, I was going to say, I hope the combo of this season, it's going to assist both South Africans and Nigerians. I will talk more for us South Africans because I think we are two countries where I don't know in your country if South Africans are so many, because in South Africa we have a lot of Nigerians to an extent that you find suburbs that are called Lagos. There are places, I'm telling you, we call them, it's not like Sunnyside, we call it Lagos. It's not Lagos, but then it's a nickname. I'm telling you, Sunnyside in Pretoria and Hillbrow as well. It's called, I don't know, Abuja or Lagos as well, or Nigeria, something like that. So
Are you
I'm serious, and we have so many of Nigerians, legal and illegal, straight and not straight. When I say straight, I mean those who are here for doing wrong things and those who are here just to do nice things and all that. Some are here with marriage and all that. So I'm saying, I hope what I know is that we do business with Nigeria, a lot of businesses, your ShopRite and everything. I know we are doing things together. So, but I'm hoping that this combo is going to assist more, especially the people at the ground, because we are the ones who are mingling together a lot and at all different levels. I hope it might assist us in having that mutual understanding of each other. Yes, we will have our differences, but let them not be xenophobic. You get that? Let them not be xenophobic, but I hope it's going to assist. And also in terms of relationships, I'm hoping. I know some are saying they no longer want to see the ships and whatnot. For this season, I want the ship. I'm praying for the ship and for cross countries. I don't want two South Africans and whatnot, but yes, if it happens, it happens. My wish is that we can see two different countries. What the possibility that I'm seeing, Nigerian men are likely to approach South African women, and South African women are likely to like them as well. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know, maybe the other way as well it will happen, but that one it's a guarantee. One relationship will have it where it's a woman from SA and a man from Nigeria. South African women have proved to have interest in Nigerian men. The color of their skin, the darker the skin, the deeper the voice. Yes, we also have such in our country. That's what we like. The deeper the voice, the darker the skin, the taller the person. Your parent looks, all those things. Parent, if he was in this, I'm telling you, things were going to be a mess.
The South African women were flocking over Perry.
Exactly, I'm one of those. I want to be honest. I'm on that line. So I'm saying I'm seeing that possibility, and I'm hoping that it gives us a peace, because yes, we are still in one country with our Nigerians, with the sections called Nigeria, Lagos, whatever, but there is still those things that are really not nice. I don't know how I can put it, but then I'm hoping that with this show, we will have a reason where we will see a group in South Africa with both Nigerians and South Africans who are in favor of two housemates or one housemate there, meaning that housemate will make us to jail together. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm hoping,
Yes.
but then there is a possibility also that it can be disastrous. There was one speaker, I think it was last year, who said, hey, I hope this Titans is not going to mess up our good relationship that we have with South Africans. You get that? I think she was from, yes, which is a possibility, but then I'm gunning for the positive side of things. But then, which is a possibility, it might turn out south, maybe not with the housemates, but with us, the outside. You get that? It might turn the other way. But I'm hoping for the best combo, and I want to see good relationships. I'm praying for that, and more especially those that will be off. And one Nigerian and South African, either way, whether boy, girl from South Africa, whatever, either way, I would love to see that. But what I can promise you, Glory, I bet with your birthday next month that I can promise you that there will be a woman and a man from Nigeria, a woman from South Africa and a man from Nigeria. I promise you, mark this day, there will be a relationship. I can promise you that.
I would totally love that, Latricia. I would totally love that. Honestly, because if they do it right, if they do it right,
Yeah.
it will be the bedrock for a relationship that will last forever, like a relationship that will be built on trust. And one thing I'm praying for is that we should not go and have a guy that will cheat on the woman or the woman that will cheat on the guy, because it's going to escalate the problem.
I'm
I
telling
swear,
you.
it's going to escalate the problem.
The thing that I'm seeing, the problem that we might have on that one, given on the, I think it was the last season of Big Brother Africa, is the one that I managed to watch and follow. There was a Ghanaian guy, Elikem, is it Elikem? Yes, a Ghanaian guy
Yeah.
who dated a Zimbabwean woman, but she was half Zimbabwean, half South African, Pogelo. And there was a Ghanaian, I think Ghanaian or Nigerian woman who had a more closer relationship with the guy because of they are from the same country or neighboring countries and all that, and which created a fight between the two women, because this other one feels that she has an advantage because they are from the same side. He's not from far. This one is from the southern part of Africa and all that. That was not, it was an ugly fight, but a beautiful and giving people more reasons to watch, because then they had two houses at the time. This one will swap this one to the other house just so that he can be with this one. So you know that mess. So it was very interesting. But that one, I'm also seeing there will be maybe a South African girl who feels that this guy, I like him, or we are from the same town. Why is he dating someone from Lagos? You get that? So those are the possibilities, but they are going to be interesting. They are going to be interesting. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I don't know if you've noticed the difference with the experience that we have of what we saw in the previous houses. Remember, for example, I want to make an example with White Money. White Money had a beautiful strategy. And I think the South African housemates of Bibi Mzansi, they knew about that strategy. Getting into the house, I think Geshwan tried to put that strategy in place, but then they did not allow him. Very quick, they already came up with a mechanism that everyone is going to cook. They made a sort of a timetable or something. And then if you are not good in cooking like Temba and all that, because they were pairing people in two, they make sure that they pair you with someone who can cook, and then you will only cut the vegetables and all that.
Yeah.
So I think that one maybe, because I've never seen it happening in any of the Big Brother Niger seasons that I've seen, where people are cooking, interchanging. You will see this one cooking for the other group, this one cooking for this one.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. South Africans, they were very strong. They didn't like each other, but then they were eating together. Whether you like me or not, you will cook and cook up for me as well. You get it? So that was, they always had something that will put them together. When they eat almost at the same time. So they had a lot of things that were putting them together, whether they like each other or they don't, which we've never really saw in Nigeria. White money really tried. White money tried to try and put that together and all that, but there was always someone who will want to cook on the side and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe somebody will come and say other things were different, I don't know, but from what I saw. And also the strategists. We don't want to see the obvious, like you said. Although, even if the obvious can come, there's going to be a conflict of interest. South Africans are also coming. If you can be honest, also, Chloe, South African strategy that were different to those of our Nigerians. Why? For example, the issue of fightings, the violence, the noise making. If you can remember, South Africans, we are not. Let me say that those housemates, let me not talk about me. Those housemates, they were not people who were here and now. Our Nigerian housemates, you give it to me now, I respond immediately. They respond immediately. They are here and now. We only had Dinky Bliss in Bibi Mzansi, who you would trigger her and then she will respond to you immediately, give it to you hot.
Yes,
so
yes.
They also do that. They snap at you immediately. South Africans, they will listen and then they will talk to their confidant and then they will. By the time they come to you, obviously the tempers are down. So we never saw those arguments that are heated so much in Big Brother Mzansi. We were wishing to see something, but then we never saw them. And for the men to woman arguments, we also never saw in South Africa because our South African, remember Temba had a problem when a lady complained about him. Our South African men are very, very sensitive and scared of being on the wrong side of the constitution when it comes to GBV, gender-based violence. You get that? And so I don't know how is it going to work, the influence of the two houses. We are going to see it. And anyway, it will be different people, obviously, this time, maybe different ages as well. We will see how it works this time. And also the strategy of I'm from America, I'm from France, I'm from wherever. It's not going to work for South Africans. South Africans, yes, you were there, congratulations, and then what? We move on. We are here now. We are all here. We are all South Africans. It's not going to work. You are not going to be the lord of the house because your father is rich. They will tell you that what do you have? What do you have? It's not going to work for you. No, that you were in USA, you were raised up in France and whatever. Yes, they will say congratulations. But then after that, we are here. We are all the same. At the end of the day, you came here. That means your reason for we are the same because we have one reason, which is to win the money. So it's not going to work, but we don't know still. Maybe when they are together, they are going to be influenced or what, but we don't know. Those are the things that I'm gunning for. And also I don't know, I hope this one doesn't put me in trouble, but then he used to say it as well, Lori. The cleaning part of it. If you can remember the South African house and compare it with our Nigerian house. Can you hear me?
Hello, Natasha. Are you there?
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, great. Please continue. Please continue.
I was saying, I don't know about another thing that I want to see how they are going to work it out is the tidiness and the cleaning of the house. If we can reflect,
very important.
The South African house, guys, I don't mean to be otherwise. I'm not patriotic. I'm just being honest, what we saw. And I remember you used to say, I don't know how they breathe in that house.
No.
Everything and all those things, but we will see how they get to work it out, who are going to end up doing the same as the others or what. And I hope that those things, those differences of our ways of doing things does not divide the housemates into two countries in one house. You get that? I hope it doesn't. I hope to get a mutual understanding and try to see what the book says rather, because the book says keep the house clean and what and what not. So I hope that they go with that. They mustn't think that it's a South African thing or it's a Nigerian thing. They must just know that we are in this house, we are doing Big Brother's rules, not anyone's rules or anyone's way of doing things. So I hope that one, but another thing that I'm looking at. Lastly, I think but the food, I think they will be able to accommodate it other. We also eat rice and all that, but then there is this nice potato that you eat. I don't know, you call it pando potato. What? There's this that we eat in Nigeria. In the place of that, we eat mealy meal. We eat pap. We call it pap. You know, that's the one that we eat with our
Yeah,
hands.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
The
don't
thing
know how they will get it
Nano
right,
was
but then let them
recipe.
teach it each other and get to know the thing. Yes. So we will see, and we are more of vegetables and your pasta and your what you saw how they were cooking in South
Yeah,
African. So I want to see how they teach each other the recipes of your jollof rice. I tried it as well, that recipe. I checked it all over and I tried it. It's very nice. So they let them maybe mingle together and teach each other the recipes and all those things. And
yeah.
the LGBT, all those cues and what. Hey, my speech is now long. I'm about to finish now. The thing of the lesbians, the lesbians and the gays and all. I also want to see. I'm praying that South Africa brings a lesbian and a gay, or maybe a transgender as well, or what. I want to see.
No,
I want
it's
to
gonna be
see
very
because
interesting.
obviously, yeah, because obviously our Nigerian brothers and sisters in your country, this thing is, yes, you know about it, but then it's not like legalized. And knowing that I'm on a national TV, and then this boy is proposing this Nigerian boy, I want to see that.
Yeah,
I want to see
it's
that
gonna
mess. But
it's gonna be
it will be educating them in a way, you see, and it will be making the show to be more interesting as well. And then lastly,
yeah.
the head of house challenge. I hope they're not going to bring us that dice of Big Brother Niger. I hope they are going to continue with those games where the mind games, they're changing the games and all that. Today is this, tomorrow is that. I hope they are going to bring us that. I'm looking forward to the head of house challenge thing and the veto power thing. They say and what. That's where we are going to see people being patriotic or what. We are going to see stories, because I think for the poor housemate, it's going to be difficult to save, because it's two countries. See, if it was Africa, it was a lot of countries, and it was two per country. So this time, maybe I assume it will be 14 from this country and 14 from another country. So you can imagine being a South African and then having to save my boyfriend, my Nigerian boyfriend. Yeah, the rift that is going to be there. And then next week he's evicted, and then they say, you're on your own. Your boyfriend is gone. You get
It's
that?
gonna be
So
crazy.
yeah, I really want to see that, because it's going to affect a lot of relationships, a lot of the friend zoning things and all that. Is going to affect them. I want to see that veto power. I hope it starts from the beginning of the show, so that we start seeing, that mingle and mingle.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you so
I'm
much,
all for.
Latricia. Oh my God, that was yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section.
I can hear
Can
you
you all
clearly.
hear
I
me?
don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, okay. All right. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Latricia. I mean, I totally love all the points that you raised as your expectations, and there's one particular part, talking about the LGBTQ community. Sister Mara from Bibi Nzanzi season, he really sets the pace for that kind of conversation. And there was something he proved during the show. He proved that LGBTQ community, number one, they are humans. Number two, they are most of them are actually intelligent people. Because the truth is, in this part of the world, in Nigeria here, most of the time when you see some of them cross dressers, you see them doing their thing, because of the way they present themselves, you don't rate them in first contact. You don't rate them. They are very colorful when they dress, when they speak, they have a mannerism. So sometimes some people who encounter them, some people don't really like having conversations with them because they just feel like, why are you like that? Why are you like that? You get. But watching Sister Mara during Bibi Nzamzi, Sister Mara was one of the most intelligent housemates in that season. He was one of the most intelligent. He was one of the most strategic. Look at what he did to his best friend Terry. Like he threw Terry under the bus and he owned it with his full chest. And he told Terry, after all the gossip, because of course he gossiped a lot about her, but then he told Terry that, listen, it's a game. And Terry told him that, yeah, it's fine. You did it to me. If I were in your shoes, I would do the same thing to you. So Sis Tamara was a gamer and he played the game that season to perfection, although he did not win. And I'm glad he did not win, yes, because he was really a snake to his friend. But he sets the tone for the conversation, right? That people from the LGBTQ community, if they allow themselves to be seen, in a more positive light, they can actually really make a difference. So he really made a difference to that entire season. It was by his betrayal of his friend Terry that the tone of that conversation for strategies, was set in full motion because people were kind of playing gentle, people were kind of playing safe. But then he put up his friend for eviction, even put up the friend's boyfriend for eviction, and it set up the tone for another kind of conversation entirely. So it brought a lot of fun and excitement to Bibi and Zamzi. So I am really hoping that, yes, for the LGBTQ community, that puts them in a different light. And then talking about the food, there was something my mom used to do when I was still young with my siblings. My mom would make sure that all seven of us we ate from one plate of food. Or maybe sometimes she will share. Four people will eat in one plate, three people will eat in one plate. And every time we fight and fight and fight, and she will tell us, if you like, fight and kill each other, you must eat from that one plate of food. You know? But then what we did not know my mom was doing was that she was trying to make us bond with one another. So it got to a point that, growing up, if we don't see this other person, we will wait for the person to come before we eat. So it made us more united, it made us more bonded. We were still fighting as siblings, but when it came to the aspect of food, nobody will go hungry because we have to ensure that everybody ate, even though it was a little portion. So I love your own idea of promoting peace and unity in the house to curb any thoughts of xenophobic attacks or anything amongst the Nigerian housemates and the South African housemates. I think it will really go a long way to promote that kind of unity, that we are looking at. If they create a system where they can cook together in the kitchen, as you said, Nigerian South Africans, they take turns in cooking, and not just one person like white money taking over the kitchen and cooking for everybody. There's going to be conversations. People are going to start complaining, and some people are going to say, oh, this food is not nice. Oh, I don't like this food. It's irritating. No, at least that it's a Nigerian housemate and a South African housemate that prepared the food together. So you are all going to eat the food together. Nobody's going to die. You're going to eat the food together and everybody will be fine. You want to say something, Lutricia?
I wanted to say, and adding on the issue when you said Sis Tamara was very smart and very intelligent, I said those people, remember also in our country, I think it's 10 years now since it's legalized and whatever. So previously, the people who were gay, who were lesbian, when you realize yourself that you're like that, they used to empower themselves, is either with education or make businesses and all that, so that when they come out to say I'm gay or I'm lesbian to the family obviously was going to reject them, so that financially they can know that they are stable, or with education, whatever level, because most of them previously, more especially previously, they were educated and well earned and all that, so that when they get rejection from the family, they know that on their own they can stand, So it's one other character that they have, is that they always want to prove that even though you think I'm twisted or whatever, but I'm still a human being and I can be the best. And if a person comes with that attitude in whatever thing that they do, they excel in everything that they do, because they come with the attitude to say, you know what, I want to show them, I want them to know about us, that they mustn't think that we are just twisted, we are not okay up there or whatever, but then I want to set a certain tone, I want to prove a point. You get that? Which is the attitude that when you go to the Big Brother show, you also need to have, because you are gunning up for money and with different people from different worlds. You get that? So I think that's why I'm saying, if we can have two of them, maybe lesbian, gay too, or bisexual or whatever, just bring us something. Hey, bisexual is going to be dangerous because he's going to date both men and women. Hey, there's going to be a mess. We hope we don't come across that. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, it's going to be very interesting, Glory. Let me get off the stage. I'll come back if maybe there's something I want to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Latricia. You really brought a lot of valid points. Thank you so much. Okay, quickly, we're gonna move on to Sia. You know what, Sia? I need to give you a ringing. Sia, wait. Let me unmute you. Sia, first of all, Happy New Year, number one. Number two, it's a pleasure seeing you here again. It's been a while. Sia, where have you been? How are you? You've been missed.
Glory, how are you? Let me start there.
I'm
How are you
good.
doing?
I'm good.
I
Thank you.
yeah, I've been around. I've been around, but I've been hell of a busy. That's what I can say.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm still here. Glad to be alive, and with everything that's happening in the country and everything else, I'm still here. And I see. I've been watching your videos. Don't think I haven't been watching. I see your
Okay.
new place coming along. Your new place is coming along nicely. So, yeah.
It is coming
We
along.
move. We move. Got our back. We move.
Yes,
I
we
want to know-
move. We
yeah.
move.
I've been good. To answer your questions, I've been good, and thank you for that warm welcome.
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy. I'm happy. So, Sia, we are back again with Big Brother Titans. What are your expectations? Because I know you have a lot. So, what are your
Mm,
expectations?
mm. Let me first say this. I hope you guys bear with me. I'm experiencing load shedding where I am now, so I might cut off and come back and all that. The power is off at the moment, but I'm using my own resources. So let me
Okay.
first say this. Whoever thought or decided on this idea
The
that there's
person
two things
is a
going on.
starter.
Yeah, Glory. There's two things going on in that person's mind. It's either they are the bravest business woman or man alive, or there's something going on upstairs. Yeah? But
I
it's
totally
okay.
agree.
Because totally glory.
I
Hey,
totally
yeah,
agree.
yeah. But you'll never test the if this is a boundary or not up until you push against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they're coming from that point of view that you'll never test if this is how much I can push. But they are brave. They are really brave because um firstly the Big Brother franchise or concept on its own is a very difficult business wise to manage, right? If you are managing people who are coming from the same country with the same set of all that, it's gonna be a bit easy. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be a bit. But now imagine they tried it with Big Brother Africa. They tried it, but you see now what they did now. Hey, Glory, I don't know. The only thing I'm hoping for legitimacy. Everything must
Yes.
be genuine. They present it. I don't want to watch the show and see actors
Hmm.
just because it's the first show. There are these companies that do your if you're gonna put a song out or a show out in the industry, they will like to assess how it's going to be received and give you ideas on how to tweak it and all that. I'm hoping they didn't rely too much on those
Hmm.
because you see this concept. When I saw it, I thought it was just people are missing Big Brother. Nigerians and South Africans are just missing the show. They're just combining, on Facebook and stuff. They're like, Big Brother mixed South African. I'm like, this thing is really happening. I was like, no, man, it can't be.
Hmm.
Who's so bold enough to do this? I think it's time to push those boundaries. We prove that actually it's Africa one. But business-wise, that's where the problem comes in. Because whoever's going to produce this thing, they must get returns.
Of
That is
course.
where my issue gonna come in. So I'm saying, I'm hoping we won't get actors planted in there to enhance these nuances that we need this kind of behavior from Nigeria, this kind of behavior from South Africa. I'm just hoping, but I doubt if my hope is gonna come through because Glory, we can't run away from this thing, man. We know the corruption in South Africa, there's corruption in Nigeria, there's corruption everywhere. I'm just hoping they keep the platform pure.
Hmm.
That's my biggest hope. I don't want to expect anything because if I'm gonna expect some I would get disappointed, but I'm just saying my only hope is that because on screen, unfortunately on screen, you can coach me or whatever, but on screen, and this thing is a 24-hour thing. And I'm hoping, by the way, they won't use, I don't know, is it filmed here or in Nigeria? I don't know.
Yeah, they will have they'll house the housemates in South Africa.
That's the other thing. We are experiencing power at the moment, as I'm speaking to you now. I'll have power back in 2 hours' time now.
Okay.
You know? Most probably, what's going to happen is this. I won't have first-hand experience on it, like watching it live. All I'm saying on a glory is this: it's a beautiful concept. It's a needed concept because at the end of the day, where we are moving now, we need a united Africa. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping
Yes.
that the hyenas, the usual hyenas, don't come in and destroy, because
Hmm.
uh, we'll pick it up, Glory Man. I mean, some of us who've been watching the show for years will pick it up if there's um, actors planted in just to enhance. So I'm hoping that none of that happens. None of that happens
Hmm.
because it's going to affect the desired effect from the person who had the idea that let me bring these two countries because these two countries are the biggest supporters of the
Yeah.
brand in Africa. You know that's where I am. I don't want to expect anything. I'm hoping for whoever will have issues. Let's just be grown up about it. Let's be decent about it. We can be rude because we've got Nigerians. I think if I'm wrong, South Africans will correct me. I think maybe half of the African, I will say in African brothers who are here are from Nigeria, Africa countries, but we're all the same. But as I'm saying, I'm just hoping the organizers or whoever has power to put in housemates, whatever, will be decent enough to give us authentic people, not actors,
Yeah.
not coached people, not people who don't decide what we've got now and 30 minutes diary session whereby they take you out and coach you there. That listen, if you're married now, you come back. I'm hoping a genuine thing, man, Glory, because if it's genuine, I don't want you to break records. That's why I am.
Okay. I mean, I hear you, and I want to believe that the organizers must have definitely thought of all of these things. I want to strongly believe that they must have thought about the pros and the cons of this show from different angles. I want to strongly believe because hey, there's no way the organizers are not sleeping. They are awake, they are woke, they are fully aware and fully understand what will happen and what could happen. I'm sure they would have put two and two together. They know about the xenophobic attacks that happened years ago. They know what's up. So I want to strongly believe that this show is a move to promote peace, number one. I want to strongly believe that the organizers are using this show, this collaboration, not just to make money, not just to get more traffic, not just to expand on the Big Brother franchise in Africa, but to also promote collaboration between these two countries that have had issues before. It could have been Big Brother Niger, South Africa versus Ghanaians, Nigerian versus Ghanaians, or maybe each of the countries versus any other African country. But I feel like they knew what they were doing, and they are being intentional about this new concept to promote peace. Obviously, there is also the part where they want to make money because, hey, with Bibi and Zamzi last year, they had only one sponsor. Sia, you're out. Please, if you can come back in, please join. Yeah, Bibi and Zamzi last year had only one sponsor, Lotto Star. But look at now, this year with this new season, this new show, BB Titans, they have a Flutter Wave and they have one or two other sponsors, right? Flutter Wave is Nigerian, it's a Nigerian company. So look at collaboration is already happening. Lotus Star is South African, I think. And now Flutter Wave is a Nigerian company. So look, the collaboration has already started from the top. So I want to strongly believe that the organizers, they know what they are doing, and I want to also strongly believe that when it comes to task, they would probably want to use the task to promote that peace and unity that we are all looking forward to seeing. Of course, I mean, where there's a game, where there's competition, there will always be rivalry, but we're hoping that it is healthy rivalry. Where there is game, where there's competition, where there's money to be won, where there's a title to be won, where there's bragging rights to be won, there will definitely be rivalry. There will definitely be violence, like verbal violence and all sorts. But that is why I have been preaching the gospel of judging the housemates based on individuality and not based on the collective. Because it is when people begin to judge the housemates based on the collective, meaning where they are from, that is where the problem is going to start seeping through. All right. So just as we've been doing before, let us continue in that regard, judging the housemates based on, oh, this housemate did this thing, it is them, not because they are South African or not because they are Nigerian. Okay. So thank you so much, Sia. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm going to quickly move on to the next person. Yakini, I'm trying to add you, but you keep dropping out. Please, if you can come back, it will be nice. Okay.
This is me, yeah. This is me, yeah.
Oh, Chidima.
Yes, yes. I had to use someone else's phone. Sorry, my network
Oh,
keeps
okay.
dropping me out.
Whew. Great. I'm glad you're back because I was just looking for you
Yes,
everywhere. But I'm glad you're back.
everywhere. I
How are
know.
you?
I'm fine. And hello,
Thanks for
Glory.
joining.
Finally,
Hi.
it's good to finally speak with you one on one.
Thank
I'm
you.
actually joining the video now because of the last video you posted about we in the corner just reading the comments and listening to you but not joining in. So hi.
I'm glad you're here. You that I was talking to, I'm glad you're here now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for my expectation for the games, for Big Brother Ninja, because really
Big Brother
I
Titans.
don't Yeah, sorry, Big Brother Titans. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the show before, but until I like just came across your channel on YouTube, so you made me add interest in it. And I think the first one I saw was this one that had Tacha involved in it and all of that. So I watched it and I was like, okay, I think it kind of made sense. Then I watched the next one after that, and I was like, like I'm not really feeling this show until I went to watch other countries' own. I watched the one from Australia. I was just watching up everywhere, and I was like there's a lot of things to expect from Nigeria own, and thank God now they are doing Titans. So
Mm.
what I am expecting from this show for this Big Brother Titan, number one, really, I'm expecting clicks, whether it is
Mm.
relationship or just friendship. I'm actually expecting clicks where there will be Nigeria in it and there will be South Africa in it. Even it could be a click of three or a click of four, but like the viewers can see that, oh,
Yeah.
okay, there's a bond created, and it's not just out of spite or maybe out of, oh, they want to play each other in this game, but then like this click, they see themselves that, okay, this person, I see that this person really wants to win this game, or this person has something is looking for in this show or something like that, and then they work their things together. Then also
Mm-hmm.
for strategy, also it goes with this thing of a clique. And I like, I don't know if it's just me, I feel like majority of this um the people that comes into the show, they basically like don't have a straight strategy. Like they just come into the house and then they just do whatever they want to do and leave, and then the show,
Mm.
like like they don't even have a role they wanted to play. So
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to someone that, like, they know that yes, I'm coming into the show, and it is not just a show. Like, and this thing also involves the audience. Also, I don't want, like, both the players and the audience to be looking like, oh, okay, Big Brother, oh, this person is very wicked, this person is very nice, oh, I like this one is beautiful. No, I want somebody to like actually go into it and play game, know that they are inside this Big Brother for a game, not just for I want people to like me. No, you are there for a game.
Mm.
Play this game. Go there for the money. Like, you are all
Mm.
in it. I want someone like
Yeah.
you can say that, oh, okay, oh, I can detect that this certain person is very strong. Maybe you put them for eviction. You've seen that this person is very strong. Okay, go down, go on your own. Think, what can you do to turn the table around? How can that favor be in your own? Like, I want someone that will actually play the game. Maybe like put two people against each other, they will just scatter. Maybe people that you know that, oh, they have fans outside, but you sit down on your own, you think, how can I make these people's fan my own fan? Like, people that are actually there to play this game. Like, we will see them playing the game, we'll see them putting their work, not just people that sleep in the morning, wake up, you just want to fight, or you just want to do anything, do
Mm.
exercise, go back, go and drink cereal, go and eat mini chin chin, all this thing. No, we want somebody that actually does the work. Like, because when I started watching this game, I was like, really, when I started watching BB, I was like that, no, we've actually seen games outside. Like, we've seen other shows that they play game, and like we've seen the interest, but basically now, I don't know for South Africans, but we Nigerians, we don't have much games that we are watching on our TV. Big Brother is like the major TV show now. So
Mm.
I'm really expecting something that will make me want to put on my TV to watch, because most times when I put on my TV, I just see all of them sitting around, just doing things that are boring. Like, if they are not playing game, they are just on their own. Everybody, one person is just gossiping about things that is not even reasonable. Even sometimes when they are gisting, they are gisting in the house. Majority of them, the ones that even carry the audience along, are those that gist about their childhood, and we can like relate to it. That, okay, yes, we've done something like that in my own side. Like, would like them to actually gist about something that is educative. If there's an accountant in the house, talk about accounting, carry people along, carry the audience along, let them know that, okay, this person is not just about fight or about show, this person too has something upstairs. Let us believe that, like, let the audience believe that, oh, Big Brother is not just people that just go around have fun in Big Brother house, that eat food. Like, they actually have something upstairs. If it's that there's an architect there, talk about it, carry the audience along. Also, let them like you for things you have upstairs, not just maybe your beauty, or, oh, this person is from the street, or, oh, this person, the father has money. Even if your father has money, come and show us too that, yes, they sent you to Oxford school and you actually understand what they are teaching you there. Sure, you get. Also, I'm looking for I'm also looking forward to Big Brother's punishment. Like, since I've been
Mm.
watching Big Brother, the only punishment I've actually liked out of everything, maybe because I'm not a true fan of BBO, but the ones that I've liked was where Big Brother, I don't know which set it was, that he punished them. They had to use, maybe it was spoon, or maybe it was foam, like something very little. They had to transfer the water from the jacuzzi into the sink. Like, those are punishments. It's not now that
Yeah.
Big Brother is doing one thing, the viewers are doing another thing, the players too, they are doing one, everybody's just scattered up and down. Give them punishment
Mhm.
that are actually frustrating, that even we, the viewers, will be pitying them, will be shouting, Big Brother, forgive
Mhm.
them. Those kind of things that will
Okay.
carry everybody along. Then also for their games, especially for what that lady said, I don't know if it was, if her name is Sylvia. She said something about that dice. Please, I don't like that game. What is this dice that we are just throwing up and down? Give them game. Give them game. Let them do the game that even when they go back to their lounge, they'll just fall down. They are so weak. Nobody will remember food. You just want to sleep. Those kind of game that even we said we'll pity them that they've tried. Like, give us
Yeah.
something to anticipate for. Like, really, I just have a lot of things I'm expecting from this Big Brother. And the fact that it's even a combined South African and Nigeria, like, I really have hopes for it. Like, let's see
Mm.
something new. Let's see something new. Then also, I'm also looking forward. This one is actually fun because we Nigerians have what I've studied is that we like to do a lot of copy. Like, maybe when we see one country doing something, or maybe the way they talk, YouTube, before you know, Nigerians,
Yeah.
we do that a lot. We see people talk and you just want to cultivate the way they talk. Like, it's not as if, no, it's intentional. It's just something like, like, it just happens. You see somebody
Yeah.
talking somewhere, you be like, oh, I like that. All of a sudden, you change your own intonation to everybody. Start speaking language, those kind of thing. I'm also looking forward to that. A Nigerian that speak like a Nigerian, and all of a sudden started speaking like South African. I want to see that one too. Then gossips. Yes, I want to see gossip also. I want to see gossips that are done on purpose. Like, you just know that, oh, like, if you start this gossip is definitely going to spread, and you want it to get to somebody's ears. Those kind of gossip that you just
Mm.
cook them up by yourself, so that when that gossip actually
Mhm.
gets to that person, the person knows that, this is the only person that can do it, and then they confront you. You deny in front
Mm.
of their face that, no, it's not me that did this gossip. Then maybe there's a day that the reason you created this gossip comes on. You now remind them that, oh, you people remember that gossip that went around? Yes, so it was me that created it, and this was the reason I did. Those
Mm.
kind of things. Like, bring this thing out. We are ready for it. Give it to us. But no, instead we are just seeing just little things. But everything, Sha. I just have high hopes for this Big Brother Titans, and I really wish it is what I watch. Really, really.
Yeah.
So for me, that's just all for now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yakini. Honestly, you're just giving me vibes, I swear. And I totally agree with you. See, I don't know if you watched Bibi and Zamzi, the Big Brother South Africa they did last year.
No, I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't watch.
Mm.
Anytime I watch your show, they are talking about it. I always try. Let me even see this thing, but no, I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Just a few glimpses
Some
on
of the
social media
things,
there about.
yeah. Some of the things you mentioned was on full display for that Big Brother South Africa. See, one of I think it was Latricia, but one of my South African viewers that commented, Sia, let me add Sia. Sia is over there getting excited. See, one of my South African viewers at that time, the person was like, what those housemates were doing, that is what South African viewers were expecting. These people
Mm-hmm.
were literally creating cliques. Cliques. And guess what? The cliques were changing almost every week. Almost every week. Aside the
Exactly.
clicks, the gossip, the winner of that show, aside from every other thing that she was the biggest spiteful gossip of the season. And she won. She was the big,
Imagine.
when I say somebody was spiteful in gossip, it's not a kind of gossip that they'll say, oh, I saw this one doing this. She will insult the person inside the gossip. That kind of spiteful, vengeful gossip. That was what she was doing. And she recruited another person in the gossip.
Into
That
it, and
person
you
got
carry the
evicted.
work.
Oh my God, she continued the Lord's work, the good work until the end of the show. And she won. She won. It was shocking to me, and that was a legit culture shock for me because if that was Big Brother Nigeria, that person would not have won because Nigerians gossip
Exactly. Yes,
bots. We are very
exactly. The
pretentious.
audience themselves.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Exactly. So we'll not be doing holier than thou that this one is a gossip person. No, no, this one should not win. But guess what? South Africans voted hard for that girl. She won. She won. So it was insane.
because
The
she was
cliques were
playing the
there, the
game.
gossip gang. She was playing the game. And guess what? She was so
Exactly.
good to the point that when the camera flips and her eyes catches the camera, that's when she calls her gossip partner and she will not say, did you? She would not like this. She was so drunk. Oh my God, Mpoma Dimo was a vibe. She was like, did you see what Libo was doing? With that their sweet accent. Oh my God, it was sweet. It was sweet. So I'm really hoping that we get all of that because these were people that were actually playing the game. And there's something they were always saying in the house: play your game. For some of those South
Game.
African
Play the
housemates,
game.
play your game means betray people. So they were
It's like you
doing
don't know
it.
anybody. You are not there to be nice with
Mhm,
anybody. If you people fight, when you leave the
mhm,
show, you go and settle it. And if anybody like don't settle, you have sure won your money.
mhm, mhm. That was what they did.
And
That
also,
was what they did.
this LGBTQ stuff, really, oh, though I'm actually looking forward to see how it plays out. But for any Nigerians that is going to do that, the person should think very well, because Nigerians, they are very cultured. See this cultural thing. If you're, that's what I'm still saying about this audience also having to play, having a play in these things, because you know that this thing is this, the judging of the winner is not up to Big Brother. It's the audience that are seeing it. So
Mhm,
even if there is a way that even Big Brother can even come into the play, maybe it's just nobody should come for me, just an idea. Even if there's a situation where Big Brother himself has to pick those that are up for eviction. Let's see, like something that a total drastic change that is even going to surprise even we the viewer, so that we ourselves come back to reality that these people that are inside this game, they are not here to satisfy, and how would I even say it, to please you alone, or maybe because you have the expectation of a
mhm,
certain player in the house. You're like, oh, this person is not supposed to act this way, this person is supposed to act this certain way. No, they are not there to just satisfy you alone. They are, the reason they entered there in the first place was for their self, because they wanted money, or they wanted fame, or they wanted something. So they are there for themselves first before any other audience. So you shouldn't just put your own moral or your own idea or your way of life, use it to judge somebody else, and you're like, oh, they don't deserve a vote, or they don't. Well, your vote is up to you anyway, sha, but at the end of the day, we see Twitter, we see everything. Just leave these people, let them play their game. And I hope that Big Brother at this time will be
exactly.
selected good people that we actually want to watch. People will give us the highlights we need.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Thank you so much, Yakini. This was really fun.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
very
much.
much. So
And
nice
I'm
to
really,
speak with
honestly,
you.
just like you, I'm hoping, thanks. Just like you, I am hoping that this new concept is not a fail. I'm hoping that they come
Amen.
through with
Amen.
everything in between. All right, thank you. Let's quickly
All
move on
right.
to the next
Bye.
person. Bye. So let's move on to Ini Sadiq. Hi, Ini.
Hello, Glory.
Hi. You're
Can you
welcome
hear
to
me?
the conversation. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
very well.
can hear you.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've just been listening to everyone, and I want to actually. I think my only expectation is Big Brother's idea of nominations. I don't think
Mm,
we really like his own nominations. He should allow the viewers. We are subscribing to watch this show. Don't put someone in the hands of
mm,
a fellow housemate to kick the person out. The person is only seeing very little. We are the ones seeing more. We are the better judge of
mm,
character, not a fellow housemate that is there. It's like you're putting my fate in someone's hand to kick me out.
mm,
Someone that is virtually there to win the same show with me, and you're putting my destiny in that person's hands. No, let the viewers
mm,
judge. Let nominations be the
mm,
old ways. I don't care. Let it still be the old ways. Let everybody come
mm,
and vote, put in the people, then let the viewers say, I don't like this one. We want this one. That is how the battle is sweet outside for us. We don't want one
mm,
Kechi voting out one South African because the person is South African. No, we don't want it to be done that way.
mm,
Let it just be the regular way.
mm,
Then on the xenophobic thing, that was the real core. I came up here. See,
mm,
Nigerians are very forgiving people and very open-minded people. I think that's why it was easy to bring up Nigeria back on board and not other African
mm,
countries. Other African countries are, if you read about what happened, it wasn't only Nigerians that were attacked. Other African countries still
mm,
hold it bitterly because if I go to a white man's country and I feel inferior, I shouldn't be in my black nation and still feel inferior, despite the language.
mm,
I would still, I've worked with South Africans and I enjoyed working with them. And when this whole thing came up, I was like wondering, I started thinking back, is it this person I work with, is it viewing me in a different light when I'm actually not viewing that person in a different light? So I think South Africans audience should be very, very open watching this. Is not a problem. I heard Lucretia, I think that's her name. She talked about a South African guy, so a Nigerian man with a South African lady. Those are the type of things we all want to see. I even want to see a South African man with a Nigerian lady, because it has always been the other way around. Mostly it's always our girls, our men going to their girls. Let me see a South African man with a Nigerian lady, because those are the things that will make them to come out of their shells. Because at times I just feel they are a little bit withdrawn, but let them come out too and explore our women. Let them see the good side and the bad side. There is no perfect country. Everybody is good, everybody is bad. So if we, unfortunately, you meet the good, you meet the bad, fantastic. But you've learned something out of that person. Let us do that. And I don't want to see any hatred. I'm tired. This is not a toxic show, because at some point it was looking like it's a toxic show, but let it be an open-minded show. Why I keep saying an open-minded show is because of we, the audience. We are the ones that feed the show. It is our attitude that feeds that show. We are the ones outside throwing in tantrums, throwing in bitterness, selecting, cussing out. If we can put in a little bit more of love and watch everybody won't behave like us. Because some of us in our own books, we are perfect. But watch that show and understand that the next person has something to bring in. Then I don't want to hear this one is gossiping. Please, you don't expect them to come there and start preaching the gospel. They are going to gossip. I am going to listen to gossip. That is what I am here for. When I'm back from work, I want to come and listen to gossip what happened. I want another Amaka in that house feeding me Al Jazeera. Straight up. I don't want holier than thou people. And as for anybody's sexual preference, as a Nigerian, it's not really our topic to really sit down and go into all that. It's their preference. Whatever they want to do with themselves, fine. If you can handle it when you're back into the country, good for you. If you can't handle it, get ready to be dragged on Twitter. But please don't pretend. We don't want to see any pretense. Be yourself. If you don't even know if that will even open doors for you in a different angle, be yourself. If it works for you, fine. But we need to see originality. We are going to have clean people and we are going to have dirty people. Yes, we want to see both of them together. Let them fight for a clean environment. As for the games, the truth is, I can't still really compare Big Brother Nigeria to the foreign Big Brothers, because one, they are really, really empowered to build a lot of fantastic structures. Africa will get there. It's a gradual thing. I think if Big Brother Africa was still in play, they would have gotten to that stage. But they dropped out and it became a country thing. Sponsorships were not that much again. But if they come back together as Big Brother Africa, by the time you have sponsors from Tanzania, different countries, Ghana, everybody coming together, there will be huge funds to fund these games. People think that games are just putting things on the board. No, someone created it. You're going to pay the creator of that game. So we need money to run those things. So those things that we see on TV, all of them are money. None of them is free of charge. So if you don't like the dice game, unfortunately, someone created that game. That is what Big Brother could afford because of the sponsorship Big Brother has at the moment. So people need to also understand that. So why we want unity is so that we can come together as one, because it's easier to break one broom, a strand of broom. You can't break a bunch. If we come together as one, more sponsorships, more funds, we'll be able to put in those funds into creating fantastic games. By now, would have been one of the biggest shows in Africa. But if not for this xenophobic attack, countries pulling out, sponsorships pulling out, that is why we are here. So I think with time, with this Big Brother Nigeria, hopefully, I know this is testing the waters. Because there is one thing about this show we need to know. We might see it going on and we might not see it again. If this particular episode doesn't come out the way they strategize, they won't run it again. And sponsorships won't go. If Flutterwave is not benefiting from it, he won't come back next season. So these are things that we need to put in play. And above that, let's just show each other love. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow, right? I'll be glued, because tomorrow, if you miss it, I'll just tell everybody, if you miss tomorrow, in short, don't do anything to miss tomorrow. You need to know their names. Once you pick up their names, even if you miss, you'll be able to follow up. But once you miss that name, you'll be asking, who is this? Who is that? Apart from
True.
that, thank you so much for always bringing us together, and I enjoy everybody's opinion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ini. Thank you so much. I just love all your points and I am even learning from them as well. And you are so right. You are so right. I mean, beginning with the sponsors, if the sponsors are not getting anything, especially from Big Brother Nigeria, you will not see them coming back, Flutter away and the rest and the rest. So the fact that they are trying to test the waters by stepping into this new concept, Baby Titans, well, if it makes sense, they'll definitely come back and we might see an expansion. We might even have more than two countries this time around, or we might possibly go back to the days of Big Brother Africa, which will be more exciting because a lot of other countries now are saying, no, they want to come back. But then it's not in the hands of the people, it's in the hands of certain, authorities. But really, thank you so much, Ini, for all your thoughts put together. I wish people would, really pick from everything that you've actually said because you're right. You know, the games and all, people actually sit down, do the brain work, and put it together. But we're really hoping that everything that happens for this season, this Big Brother Titans, that it's geared towards the promotion of unity, the promotion of collaboration amongst Nigerians and South Africans. Thank you so much, Ini. Looking forward to seeing you on subsequent live streams that we do here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna quickly move on to the next person. There's Latricia here, but before I give Latricia and Sia the floor, let me move on to Desire. Desire hasn't spoken before. Okay, so Latricia, please, hope you don't mind. Sia, hope you don't mind. Let's Desire speak, and then I'll come back to Latricia. Hi,
Hey,
Desire.
hey, Glo. Hey, Glo. Hi, Lutricia. Hi, Sia. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hi, I
Are you
can
able
hear
to hear
you.
me?
You're welcome
Oh,
to the live stream.
awesome.
How are you?
I'm fair enough. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's you! I was trying to
Yes.
see your face. I was trying to see your face clearly. It's you. I'm so excited to have you back.
Yes, I'm back. Glad to be back too.
I was trying to see your face. How are you? It's been a
I'm good.
while.
I know. Life happened. I've been busy. But I'm glad that
Mm,
this new season is coming. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to engaging every Saturday. Yeah. Hopefully I will be a regular this time around. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I really.
I did catch the first part of your commentary, but then I had to leave, so I just got back now. So I don't know where the conversation is right now. So I think Lucia
Yeah.
and Sia can speak, and then I can chime in. I just want to gauge where the conversation is because I just came back now,
Okay,
but
no,
I was there in the
basically,
beginning.
we're sharing our
Mm.
expectations for the show starting
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. So if you have your own expectations, share. So that's what everybody has been sharing. Everybody has been sharing what
The
they are hoping to
expectations. Oh,
see on the
okay.
show moving forward.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my expectation, I know this will sound unfair, but I feel like Nigeria has an unfair advantage in terms of who the winner will be because they've had so many seasons and it's been consistent for so long, and the fan base is there. So I think, well, I used to watch Big Brother South Africa before the season that we had last year, and there was a season where on the intro night where the housemates were forced to pair with each other. So the whole competition, people played as a pair. I think it would be interesting to pair a Nigerian housemate and a South African housemate so that they form a team. I think that will better manifest the theme of unity. So if
Yeah.
we're nominated together. If we win together. We're a pair. And the pairs were chosen randomly. It was just on the
Mm,
night, so and so were paired together. And it was a very interesting season. Unfortunately, a couple
mm,
won, which I hope, if it does happen, I hope that it's not a couple. But that would be very interesting if there's teams or there's pairs where it's not just SA, it's not just Nigeria, it's individuals. I think my expectation is to watch a show where I am watching individuals, not countries. And I don't know what strategies Big Brother can use to create
yes.
that theme of individuality instead of
Yeah.
nationalities. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but
Mm.
that's my expectation.
Yes. I totally agree with you, Desire. And I mean, we're actually singing the same tune, even though you weren't here from the
Mm,
get-go. That's the same thing that
mm,
we've actually been preaching, that us
mm,
viewers, we have the power to set the tone of the conversation on the outside. We have the power to manage the rivalry
mm,
or the unity that will stem from this new
mm,
concept. Yeah. So no judging of the housemates based on their collectivity, right? Meaning nationality as well. They should be judged based on individuality. Whatever actions they portray on the show, that is how they should be viewed. That is how they should be judged. Let their game be judged, not by their background or where they are coming from. Yeah, so I totally agree with you.
mm. Another
Yes. Do you
question.
have anything else you want to add?
Yes, do you think everyone in the show will be heterosexual? I think that's the one question I have. Like, do you guys think?
To be very honest, I don't want everyone on the show to be straight. I don't want.
Me
Because trust me,
too.
where is the full experience? If we have everybody having the same sexual preference. No, we want diversity. We want, uniqueness. Everybody has to be
Mm,
unique. I want to see color. I want to see beauty. There's beauty in diversity. There's beauty in colors, right? It's like me
mm,
that love white. My friend will always say that white is boring because it's just one color, right? So I would really love to see different individuals that have very colorful personalities, very impressionable. Someone walks into the house, the moment they open their mouth to say hi, you're already excited
mm.
because they sound different, they look different, and they walk different, they talk different. They don't like the same thing. So I want to see, I don't want to see straight people only. I want to see a
Same, but
blend, a
like, is
mixture of
Africa
everything.
ready? Is Africa ready for that? I think this could be a first of many, you know?
Hmm.
But we'll
Yeah,
see.
because
We'll
the truth
see.
is, yeah, because the truth is, these people exist. We can no longer continue to act like they don't exist. They exist. They are living human beings. They breathe, they walk, they talk, they exist. They are living, they have a life. So if they are there, they are there. We can't say, oh no, we want to see only straight people. We'll end up having a bunch of people pretending. And before we know it, shit is going down in Big Brother's house. And we don't know
Mm,
where to tackle it from. So I would really love a free for all atmosphere where everybody knows that, okay, this is who you are, this is what you identify as, so that we can know how to approach this person's personality. We can know how to talk
mm,
about
mm,
this person. I mean, look at
mm,
Sister Mara during Bibi and Zamzi. I will always
mm,
appreciate the fact that Sister Mara was bold enough to come on the
mm,
platform, and the way he was able to switch from being a man to being a cross dresser to being his female self. It was really a beautiful experience to see.
mm.
So yeah,
Informative as well. Mm. I'd also love to see a white
yeah,
person, how those dynamics will also play out if we have one or two white people. That would be very interesting. Because the last time we
definitely.
had we had a white person in Big Brother South Africa was, I think, the first season. I can't remember. But I would love, and those dynamics were interesting because they'd always the topic of race would always come up, and there'd always be, so that would be very interesting if we have one or
Hmm.
two white people, an Indian, maybe other
Yeah,
races as well, because it will give us a visualization of where we are in terms of the diversity in Africa. Like, do we really get along as different races? Can we come together to play this game without racial tensions bubbling up and causing conflict? I think that would be very, very interesting. So I really hope to see at least two white people, at least two, if not one.
yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my network. I couldn't really hear you, but I think I heard you talk about wanting to see white people. I think, I don't know if it was Lutricia, but there was someone that was from South Africa back then when we were talking about Bibi and Zamzi, and the person was explaining that the organizers did not really do a great job because they only selected Black South Africans, that they're actually Asian South Africans, they are
Mm,
they are white South Africans. So just like you, I'm hoping that they really
Mm,
bring in that diversity,
mm,
match it up to its words. Bring in the white South Africans, bring in the black South Africans, bring in the Asian South Africans. Let's see South Africans that are going to be selected in all of their glory, right? And then let's see Nigerians as well in all of their glory. I think it will make it more beautiful to watch.
mm. Yeah, let someone else
Yeah.
speak, and then I'll
Okay.
chip in.
Desire, I don't know if it's my network or I don't know if it's your network, but can you log out and log back in? Okay.
Okay, will do.
All right. Thank you. Okay, quickly, I'm just going to bring in Lutricia. We have Sia here still. There's Tochi here, and then there's Baba. So after Lutricia, we're going to have Sia speak. Okay. Hi, Lutricia. Thanks for coming back.
Yes, thank you, Glory, for
Hello.
having me back. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, please,
Can you
clearly.
hear me?
Just go ahead and share. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to. Oh, I like what the two last speakers said. A lot of their points, I like them. The first lady who spoke about the gossip, I fully agree with you, because what is it then that the housemates are going to talk about if not gossip about each other? Because they don't have a newspaper, they don't know what is happening on the outside world, they don't see anyone else except for themselves and the book of the rules of Big Brother, and to go into the
Mhm.
diary room and gossip about each other. And also, it is going to be interesting because then that's how we get to know who said what when Kayode was not
Yes.
with them in the camera. So that's how we get to hear that this one had a fight with this one. Remember, we used to have situations where we will be asking ourselves that, hey, we hope that on the reunion they show us that part because we didn't see it and we only heard them talking about it. So that is how
Mhm.
we are going to get it. So without the gossip, there is no show, because then there is no content. What is it that we are going to listen to? So, and also
Exactly.
the issue of that desire of the multiracial thing. I mean, when you talk of South Africa, you talk of a country that has a lot of multiracial things, different groups, and we have a history based on that. We have a history based on that. So for us when you talk of South Africa, you can't talk about South Africa and not talk about us having white people and having issues before and now we are now okay and all those things. So at least also to show that we are now a new, really better South Africa. I think the organizers must try and advertise this thing also to white people, although they are the minority of the country. But it would be nice to have white people, Indians, and coloreds as well. Oh, those are full of drama. I love them. And also have coloreds. So that will be very nice, you see, and for other African countries to understand that in for example in USA, as long as you are not white, you are black, you get that, so, or you are Asian. So with us, we have also colors, we accommodate colors, you see. So for people to know what is it that we mean when we say colors, and because apparently we are the only country that has colors, which is a good thing. That's something that we should boast and be proud of, you get that. But then hopefully last year's show marketed the thing, there will be more colors, because in the previous Big Brother Mzansi, like Desire was saying, we had also a colored lady who was in there. I think there was a colored guy as well somewhere, yes. So I hope this time they will be here, and those they are going to give us drama. I'm telling you, they are very interesting characters. So if we can have that as well, it's going to be interesting, and it's going to, even to the all the viewers, it's going to be nice, because it's going to bring us together and make us have something to talk about. And also what Desire was saying, in my way, but it's exactly almost what he said, to say I wish they couple them. You remember in the previous season of the Level Up, they were the first house and the second house, I don't remember the names. There was a housemate who was sleeping with the housemate in another house, if you can remember,
Oh
but then
yeah,
only to find
Scythe
that they'll
and
be in different. Yes. So now, what I wish, as Desire started working on that, I wish they could say one South African and one Nigerian. I don't know how they would do it then, male or female or both or whatever, I don't know. But then I wish they could do that, couple them, and then from there, they become as item one. Meaning, whether we like it or not, me and you, Glory, if you like Adekule, you must know that automatically you like Mpo. Because if you vote for Adekule, you voted for Mpho. So whether you like her or not, you are stuck with Mpho Badimu. And if I don't like Adekule, I'm stuck with Adekule because I like Mpho Badimu. I'm just making an example. You get that? So it will be very nice, because then it will not create that thing of us having two countries in one house. We will be having one, because then for you, for Adekule to be saved, you have to save Mpho as well. Let it be automatic. That will be very interesting and give us a reason to have that fan base where it will be we are good in starting names, Africans. It will be a South African fan base and a Nigerian, and then we'll be having one thing, maybe one page on Twitter or whatever we may call it. But people are going to be more creative, and we will have a reason to have some sort of a relationship. And our relationships, people of melanin, they last long. We African people, our relationships, they go a long way. So it will go for generations to generations. So I think what he said, I wish we were part of the organizers' desire. If they can do that, you know that whether you like it or not, if you like Nengi, you must like Temba. You don't have a choice. Whether you don't like Temba's tattoos, but as long as you like Nengi, you are stuck with Temba as well. That will be very interesting as well. If you don't vote, you must know that both of them are going. You get it? Now, the other thing that I'm asking myself is the voting poll. So Vivium Zanzi, we were seeing the voting poll. I'm still saying it. We don't know if it was from Deloitte or what, but then what we saw on the voting poll is what happened always on Sundays. Yes, on Sundays. So that is my concern, because with Nigeria, you will never know. You will see by Ebuka when Ebuka comes. So that is what I'm also asking myself, but then it's not for us to can say whatever. We will see on the first time of the eviction or whatever. We'll see about it. And then lastly, the other lady spoke about the language thing, that Nigerians like to steal the language tone or whatever of other people. I think to an extent, South Africans, we are also the same. Because, for example, our fellow Nigerian brothers who are here, we call them Oga. Oga obviously is a name from Nigeria. We're not even sure what it means. Yes, we call them Oga. Our Sia and Desire, they will confirm that, because our males will say, hey, this August, when they come, they take our girls and we don't take their girls. You get that?
Yes. That'll be fun.
They will take one of our girls. And the complaint with our males, I want them to touch on that, Sia and Desire, to tell us that, to confirm what I'm saying, because what we normally hear is that they will say, okay, I've never dated someone out of my country, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. But then they would say, they are taking our women and we don't take their women. So is it out of interest, or is it because they are already angry? They are no longer interested because the foreign people already took us, or what? I don't know. I want to understand that part, because like that lady mentioned, that we also want to see it the other way. South African girls to Nigerian boys, and also Nigerian girls to South African men. I want to see how the South African boys are going to handle this one, because what we know, history says, they always say, hey, Oga will come and they will take all our women. You understand that? So I don't know if they will be brave enough to do that or what. I don't know. And also in the house, we don't know, because Oga is taking when he is in the country. So we don't know in the house if that is going to be the case as well. It's very, very much interesting. So that is more or less what I wanted to add on what Sia, Ahman, Desire, and the other lady were saying.
Thank you so much, Latricia.
That's all for now, Gloria. I'm
happy we're having this conversation. Desire, you want to say something? Oh, nice! You see, look at me.
I was just saying cheers to Latricia.
Now, this is
You must
nice.
be prepared.
This is nice. See, I'm really happy that we're having this conversation. This is what I want to see, and this is what I hope happens when the show begins. That we talk about the show, as a show. We talk about the game as the game, and we're having fun at it. And I'm really hoping that this is how it continues across all platforms, because hey, we don't want people to come and start saying, oh, why are Nigerians like this, why are South Africans like this? No, that's not the kind of conversation we want to have. Thank you so much. Let me quickly give the floor to Tochi so that she can also contribute. Yeah. Hi, Tochi.
Hi.
You know what? I wish I had a bell to ring for you. Because you always join my live stream, but this is the first time I am hearing you speak,
This is my
and I am
first
super
time.
excited. Thank you so much for joining. How are you?
You're welcome. I'm great. Hi, everyone.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh
Okay.
wow. So this show, Big Brother Titans, what am I expecting? I'm expecting a lot, actually. I'm expecting a whole lot. But I'm really what I'm really looking forward to is I think the Saturday night party. I don't think anybody has mentioned that. But you see the Afrobeat and a piano mix. Oh my
Hey,
God. It's about to be lit
hey.
back to back. Because I remember Big Brother in Zamzi last year. It was Amapiano all through, and I'm a
Mm,
huge fan of Amapiano. But a lot of Nigerians were bored, so they kept on commenting about can the DJ play Afro beats and stuff like. And I'm like, you don't expect them to play Afro beats. It's South Africa. It's a South African show.
mhm,
So why are you getting
mhm,
pissed that they are playing Amapiano? That's their own music. And I'm a huge fan of I'm a pianist, so I didn't really mind. So now we're having South Africans and Nigerians. It's going to be Afrobeat. It's going to be piano. Like it's going to be actually. No,
It's
no, no.
also it's not expensive.
I'm really, really looking forward to Saturday in the practice. I'm looking forward to like fun strategies. Look, because I love analyzing people, so
Mm,
seeing strategies play and actually seeing the strategy and actually seeing it play out, I'm really, really looking forward to that.
mm,
However, I'm I'm a bit anxious. I'm having a little bit of anxiety with
mm,
South Africans and Nigerians, being in the same house. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's only me. Angel made a tweet, I think it was yesterday or today, and then she was
mhm,
like, um, it's going to be, I think, something about surprising about how xenophobic the TL is about to be. And the show has not yet started. And then the comments
mm,
underneath was just toxic. Like
mm,
Nigerians were commenting, South Africans were commenting. And I know that these two countries, we've not had a good history. I mean, in the recent 5 to 10
mm,
years.
mm,
So I honestly don't know how it will play. Maybe in the house, it will not be so toxic, but outside of the house, on Twitter, on social media, I don't know how that's going to play. I don't know if it's going to do more harm than good, but I really, really hope that it will do, more good than harm, between these two amazing countries that I absolutely love.
mm. Can
So,
I chip in something here quickly, please? Can I chip in something quickly?
sure.
Um, I'm just going to quickly use this opportunity to put it out there that we must take it upon ourselves as individuals to utilize every platform that we have. That's for those people that are interested in the show. We must make it our responsibility that the kind of message we put out there is not geared towards diverting the attention from the purpose of the show, which is collaboration, which is integration, which is peace, which is unity, and all whatnot. That's how I choose to see it, right? And this is not me blaming Angel for that kind of tweet, but then to be very honest, in a way, being a public figure in Nigeria, if you're putting out a tweet like that, what exactly do you expect? There's going to be a backlash. People are going to start pointing fingers. People are going to start blaming people. Oh, this happened last time. It is because of XYZ that it happened. We don't want that kind of thing. What we want is that the kind of message we're putting out there, we're focusing on the game. And the game is the competition that's happening in the house, but not on the nationality of the people. I'm just putting this out there. For me, I just felt like, no, you don't want to put out something that will now encourage people to start going at each other unnecessarily. It's not necessary. I mean, during Big Brother
Yeah.
Nigeria, we see things like that happening, right? A housemate will do something, and then some people who just want to trend, because some people want to trend with tweets like that. Some people want to
Mm-hmm.
trend. Some people want to grow their Twitter following. And the only way for them to do that is to be controversial. So they will tell you, oh, no, it was just an innocent tweet. It's a lie. Nothing on social media is just blindly innocent. People
Yeah.
understand the metrics of getting traffic. So people will want to put out something like that. Oh, this person is because this person is a Yoruba girl. Now that's how Yoruba people behave. No, people tribalize things like that, and it is wrong. So I'm just using this
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to say, please let us not divert the attention from the game, from the competition, and now start making it a national.
Yeah.
Please, Please,
tribalistic
Tochi.
war.
Yeah, Desire, you wanted to say something? Would you wait so that Tochi will finish and then you can just say what you want to say?
No, I just wanted to
Okay,
ask
Tochi,
what the
please
tweet was
continue.
saying.
The tweet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just wanted
Tochi,
to know
please
what the
can
tweet.
you answer that?
Yeah, yeah.
It was something about like she's like, I don't think we're ready about how xenophobic the timeline is about to be. Something of that sort. She didn't mention obviously the country, but obviously we all know that she's talking about Big Brother
Of
Titans.
course.
She did not mention that South Africans will be more toxic or Nigerians will be more toxic. She didn't mention anyone. She just stated that and put a full stop to it. But the comments were a lot. So that's just me hoping that the Nigerians don't make it like a national thing. South Africans too do not make it a tribalist and it becomes ugly because honestly, like I'm literally at the edge of my seat throughout the period of this show. Honestly speaking, since it was announced last year, I've actually been like, I don't think this is a good idea in my head. But then again, I'm actually kind of excited about it. I want to see a lot of
Yeah.
things. I want to see strategies. I want to see color. I think everybody has been saying, and I'm so happy that we can all agree. I want to see color. I just don't want to see like somebody that is dark. And you see how Big Brother Africa, when we had that show, God, I really pray they bring back that show. Like you see different, beautiful, like there's variety, and that's what I really want to see. Even though it's two countries that are coming together, but I really hope that we can bring in a lot of variety. About the
Yeah.
whole LGBTQ community, I don't know how that is going to do, but if they still bring people from that community from the South African side, I don't think we have much in Nigeria. I mean, we have those in we have Nigerians that are in that community, but it's a community that is still growing in Nigeria. People are not that yet too vocal or too open about it yet. But if they bring somebody like that from Nigeria, wow, that would be amazing. So someone like that from
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, someone like that also from South Africa, that would also be amazing. I think somebody was commenting about they don't think they'll bring that this year because of the other country that's coming in. But oh well and good. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much, Tochi. I share your expectations as well, and just like you, I'm very, very, very excited. Very excited. Thank you
Yep.
so much for choosing today to join and share your views. I am happy you did. Thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah, thank you so much. Desire, do you want to say something?
Yes, yeah. Just one last thing before I go. I'm
Okay.
expecting to see a very explosive shower hour if we're gonna
Ah,
have that this year. Just to compare, the anatomy, which side
hey,
is
I
more
know.
gifted, who has
I
bigger. But no, really, I wanna see. I
Oh
wanna
my
see. I
God.
wanna compare.
Hey,
And I
ladies
know I'm
and
not the only
gentlemen.
one. I'm not the only one.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me say something. Let me say something. Yeah, this shower hour we're talking about. It is an exclusive moment, a holy hour, where you get to see things happening. And you know the funny thing, yeah, a lot of people look at shower hour just because of the just because of the bodies, the booties, the booties that you're gonna see. But guess what? A lot of things actually happen during shower hour as well. Electrifying moments. The conspiracies. People literally are having a shower and they are conspiring. Yeah. Shower hour is another hour for the unholiest of the unholiest kind of strategies to happen. Yes, it is insane. So I don't know. Let's see if they're gonna show Shah, but really just like his
I'm
desire.
praying. I'm
You
praying.
remember Bibi in Zamzi? It was during
Mm,
Bibi in Zamzi that Temba and Poor Badimo started off their relationship that
yes,
started blooming
low
under the
key.
very freaky, low-key
Mm,
shower hour They did
So
a
I want to
bathtub
see.
moment to get. Oh my
Ooh,
god. Oh my god. I
we need
can't.
to see.
I can't deal. I can't deal. Honestly, yeah. But let's see. Let's see. I'm really looking forward to seeing the shower hour. Some people are very daring. They would dare it all. Some people kind of a bit conservative, but then the good thing is, ladies and gentlemen, let me put this disclaimer out there. The shower hour is not an infringement on the rights of the housemates. No, it is included in their contract with the organizers of the show. So the housemates are aware that there are cameras in the bathroom, not in the toilet, but in the bathroom. There are cameras. They know and they've signed a contract. So nobody should come and start dragging organizers that, oh, why are they showing the housemates in infringement? People will carry placard and start going crazy. No, the housemates are aware. They know what they're doing. They want it. They want the fame. As a matter of fact, some housemates who know that they've got the body, they use the shower hour to their advantage to sell themselves in their own unique way. Okay? So calm down. Don't get scared. Don't panic. Shower hour is also an entirely different content of its own, right? And you get to see it anyways if we have access to seeing it. All right. So yeah, Desire. Thank you so much, Desire.
Thank
I
you.
love,
Thank
love,
you,
love the
Chloe.
fact that you brought that in. And I hope
Thank
you
you.
join again for
I
more live
will.
streams. Thank
Definitely.
you.
Definitely. Thank
All right.
you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if there's anybody else that wants to join this conversation. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and share the link to this live stream before I go ahead to read some of your comments. And this is me showing appreciation to those of you amazing people in the comment section that's holding the comment section for me. You guys are really amazing. Thank you so much for dropping your comments, dropping your thoughts. And don't forget, this live stream is not just for selected people. This live stream is for everybody. You have your own thoughts you want to share. Please click on that link in the comment section and you automatically be granted access to join here and speak. All right. So please join. Let me quickly go ahead and check some of your comments. Doreen is saying true. Everything in that house can be used for strategizing, of course. It is strategizing. Latricia, you heard the shower hour comment, yeah?
You know what? Hey, the shower hour,
Yeah.
I forgot about it. I was gunning for it, but what the other person said to say it was
Desire.
because people are body shaming others. I
Yeah.
understand it's not a good one. Then it's defeating the purpose. The purpose is to entertain, but then now if they are body shaming other housemates, then it's not right. What I wanted
Yeah.
to say lastly, before you leave, I wanted to say you have beat Big Brother Titans in his own game, in his own brand. You beat them because we are having Big Brother Titans already here on FSG. I'm
Nice.
telling you because from I don't know. I stand for correction. From what I've seen, it's only SA and Nigerians who are on the show today, and we are there before
Yes.
Sunday. We are already there. Big Brother
Yes.
must give you your flowers. You deserve it, girl. You deserve it, girl.
Woo!
And you know what I was saying? We were talking about it at work, the Titans thing, and I said, you know what? Those housemates, they must be ready. The bulldozer is coming, and we are going to fuel the bulldozer. The bulldozer,
Yeah,
Gloria
yeah.
Elijah. He without brakes, he will be scattering them, breaking everybody.
See, you know
And
this funny
everybody was
thing,
like,
yeah?
who's the bulldozer? I said, if you don't
Nah.
know by now,
No, really,
I'm
I
telling
am
you.
ready. I'm ready for Big Brother. See, this Big Brother Titans, yeah, the two people that I am literally rolling up my sleeves to drag is Big Brother himself. Big Brother himself. Because I don't know what's happening, but the Big Brother of Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother Zamzi, this past year, they've become so, is it lackadaisical? I want to
Yes.
call it, or they become so laid back. It's like, oh yes, kids, just go in there and kill yourself. I don't care anymore. And you're wondering, like, okay, so what's the essence of the rule book, you know? And then that was also Lawrence. But for Lawrence, I am very optimistic about his collaboration with Ebuka as the host. I want to strongly believe that both of them are going to positively influence each other's style of hosting the show. So I don't want to say that, oh, I'm here to drag Lawrence here, but you see, Big Brother, oh my God. Big Brother this year, if Big Brother does not get his act right, trust me, I'm coming for Big Brother. Big Brother needs to put eyes on those housemates because there are going to be a lot of naughty kids in that house. They are going to be very naughty, very naughty.
Mm,
Hmm.
very,
They're going to be
very.
very naughty.
So we are
So I'm
looking
really
forward to
hoping.
it. Big Brother, wherever he is, he must know that you beat him in his own game. You already have the Titans. You have them
Yeah,
live,
yeah.
just in your house, sitting there. He is going to fly people and put them in his house. You are sitting in your house, but you are having all the Titans in your house. Big up for you, my girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you so much. Honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yes. And I mean, we're right to say that the Giants are already here. You know, all the ads that they've been doing is the Giants are coming. No, but on FSWG, the Giants are already here. We've been having South Africans and Nigerians, sharing it. Yeah.
All right.
So the Giants are already
You see, now
here.
you reminded me of the name of the Giants. When they talking about the Titans, they said the Giants. I said, the bulldozer is coming with the dragging, and we are going to to be the fuelers. We will be putting petrol because the more we talk, she'll say,
Yeah.
"You remind me, I forgot about that one." So we are going to be fueling the whole thing. I see Mr. A is here. I was wondering where he is. Hi, Mr. A.
Mr. A.
Let me get off and
Hey.
give Mr. A a turn.
Hi, Mr.
No.
A.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're
Yes.
welcome to the conversation.
How is there?
How are
How
you?
are you, Latricia? Happy New Year to you. Oh, she's off.
Oh my gosh, you just dropped off. Mr. A, we're super excited to have you here. How have you been?
I've been fine. I've been good. Just enjoying. The non-toxic environment before the BB Titans. So hey, just preparing my mind. Just trying
Yeah,
to get my mind into just trying to enjoy the show. So yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Before you get into what you want to say, I need to quickly address this comment. So G Masego is saying, I think you guys have made Ebuka the face of BB show, of BB, that's Big Brother. And now it's difficult to accept anyone presenting the show. Lawrence has done so many shows he's excelled on. He's a seasoned thespian and presenter. Now, let me put this disclaimer out there, yeah, from Gloria Elijah, from the stables of Practice with Gloria Elijah, that we are in no way trying to water down the achievements of Lawrence. We're in no way trying to shame the expertise of Lawrence. Please do not misinterpret what we are doing here, what we are saying. Every single person that watched Big Brother and Zamzi last year can attest to the fact that because that was like the first time that Lawrence was hosting a Big Brother show, he had a lot of struggles. People from Nigeria watching the show were not the only ones complaining. Even his fellow South Africans were complaining. And a lot of them that spoke on this platform complained that because he was communicating a lot using the local dialect from South Africa, a lot of them that did not understand did not understand. So communication was lost. So there were a lot of things, and we discussed all those things on this channel. And we are saying that we are hoping that there's more improvement. And now that over 46 African countries can watch the show this time around, and people from the UK and Ireland can actually watch. We're hoping that there's more improvement in Lawrence's presenting, in his communication with the audience and the housemates. We're not saying that Lawrence is not a great host. He is a great host. I've seen the rivers that he featured on. I've seen some of his works, and Lawrence is amazing. We're only saying that this is Big Brother. The show comes with a lot of expectations, and we're hoping that Lawrence measures up to those expectations. All right. And we're not saying that Ebuka is the ultimate. No, that is why I used the word collaboration. Lawrence and Ebuka are going to collaborate in Big Brother Titans, and I am hoping that they both influence each other greatly to give us a wow show. Period. That's it. Okay, Mr. A, thank you so much for being here. Mr. A, are you here?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah. I think I'll let me allow Valentine to actually go. Let me allow Valentine to actually have a say first. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for doing that. Hi, Valentine.
Hello,
Hello.
good evening.
Hi, good evening, Valentine. You're welcome to the conversation. How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining.
Uh, you're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. So
actually,
what are your expectations? Yeah?
actually, this particular Big Brother, it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of mind blowing because I currently stay in Dubai and I have South African friends. And trust me, when you say wild, they are wilder than Nigerians. I'm telling you, they
Wow.
should pardon me. Yeah, like
Wow.
in terms of drinking, in terms, Nigeria lady will like you, but she would, even when you approach her, she tends to like hold herself back. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and when you go after her friend, that is it. She would totally hate
Mm,
you. But South Africans are not like that. The few ones I've met over here, I'm telling you, the
mm,
first day, if a South Africa sees you in a party or so, she love you, she likes you, she would tell you at that moment. Like, they
mm.
don't hide it. So
Talking
I
about being
just can't I
expressive.
just can't imagine a way to see how everything will like turn out. I never thought it would come this early.
Mm,
One other part that I kind of don't like is I thought it will come after this critical time like we do have in Nigeria. Like I thought it would
yeah.
come after the elections. Like, yeah, they've always accused the youth. They've always accused us of not being serious. The only thing we do watch is Big Brother and the rest. But when it comes to times that we change our lives and all that, we are not
Mm,
serious. So I thought this would come like after the election. But when I heard it was starting like tomorrow, I was like, man, for me, I kind of felt it's just my own opinion. It's my own opinion.
mm,
I just feel like it's kind of bad timing. It should have come like after the election, so that
yeah.
some of our youth, like, yeah, I know the youths are awakening due to everything that is happening around them, but I
Yeah.
just feel it should have come after the whole election and something. But I'm telling you, I just can't wait. I
Yeah.
know that,
And
yeah, this.
I totally understand your perspective. And honestly, I've actually thought about it. I've asked myself, like, why did they start the show this early? So this is what I think, and this is not Gloria Elijah speaking for Mnet. This is not me speaking for the organizers of the show, but I'm speaking based on the pattern that I have noticed. So, um, what's it called now? I know that there are other TV shows that MultiChoice African Magic put out aside Big Brother, and they have a timeline for these shows. And aside Big Brother Niger, that happens, let's say, between July through to October, there are other shows lined up, from the early parts of the year. And then Big Brother Africa came back after a 7 years break, came back in January last year, 2022. It came back in January and it lasted through to April, second week of April. So this is me
Big,
thinking that,
sorry,
okay,
sorry,
could it
Big Brother
be,
Africa. They did Big Brother Africa
sorry, Big
last year.
Brother South Africa, Big Brother South Africa,
Big
called
Brother
Big
South
Brother
Africa.
in Zanzi, all right,
All right.
called Big Brother in Zanzi. So this is me thinking that, okay, Big Brother and Zamzi now is back. They are probably trying to make it a thing that just like Big Brother Nigeria happens from from July, they want to take the first quarter of the year as their own time. Only that this time around, they are making it a collaboration between South Africa and Nigeria. So I
Mm,
don't think this is the Big Brother Nigeria show. No, this is BB Titans, the collaboration. That's what I'm thinking.
mm,
Okay.
all
Yeah,
right.
and talking about the elections, I've also seen this same conversation online. People saying, "Oh, it's going to distract the youth and all." I'm going to try as much as possible to speak from a non-biased perspective. I think there are so many distractions out there already. Yeah,
Mm.
there are so
Like,
many distractions out there already. So
like
if
what? Sorry,
like
I said sorry. Like what? What do you think are the distractions out there? that would
I
distract
can't tell you to
that
be
would
very
distract
honest.
someone from like going to adequate. There are some hardcore like hard time BB fans. Like even all those around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. when the housemates are sleeping. There are people who are up who are putting in mind that something they want something to happen.
Mm,
If not for Coyote that normally spoils show at times. When something's about to happen, Coyote will just carry the
mm,
camera somewhere. There are people hardcore. So I'm telling you, there are especially and definitely it's the youth who watches this program. So definitely on that day, there are people who would say, ah, I don't already know who will win. At least so and so person will win this election. I beg. Make her just concentrate. There are people like
mm,
that. So I just felt like they should have just allowed it at least, even if it's beginning of March or so, honestly. And there are
mm,
some things I want to say, but I don't want to say it's due to like you get it's on
yeah.
online and all that. So
Mm. I'm just
honestly, I just
hoping that everybody, every one of us that actually has the platform, every one of us that actually has the voice, should use our own voice and platform to encourage people to participate in the election, to first of all get their PVCs, which I have been doing on my channel. Yes, I'm
mm,
also hoping that people do that as well. To be honest, you can't hold people back from experiencing what they want to experience or enjoying what they want to experience. You can only give them reasons, why they should actually fully participate in this year's election. Okay.
mm,
So
yeah.
yeah,
And
the show
and
is
and yeah,
happening tomorrow. Nobody can
and
actually halt
and
it from
pardon me,
happening.
like in the last election, there were some Nigerian top celebrities that during election they were out having big shows. And let me the thing is I can mention people like Whiskey and Davido, like the bashing on them was much. Like the bashing was
Mm.
like the election is in your country and you're out there having shows. So it's the same thing. I feel like this especially the contestants, then obviously the almighty and let me say your I don't know how to put this. Let me say almighty then let's say Ebuka at least they're supposed to like perform their civic duties on that day, but which we know they can't because
No,
of
but
obviously.
Ebuka has been. If you follow Ebuka on Twitter, especially, Ebuka
Yeah.
has been pushing and encouraging people to participate in the elections for a long time, and that's one thing I really love and respect about Ebuka. If you
Mm,
follow Ebuka, especially on Twitter, on Instagram, you see Ebuka's pictures, but on
mm.
Instagram,
Yeah,
Ebuka
I do
is
follow him on
very
Twitter.
vocal. You follow him,
Mm,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
So on Twitter, Ebuka is very, very vocal about everything. And talking about getting PVCs, in fact, it was from Ebuka's handle that I learned about, PVC collection has started, and then I started
Mm,
fighting to go and get mine. So,
mm,
people like that are really passionate about it. But then you need to also understand that there's a difference between people's real life and people's jobs and the actual situation in Nigeria. Things are happening in
mm,
Nigeria, but then again, people cannot completely halt their lives or their businesses, right? Just
mm,
because they want to prove that they are patriotic. It's just like somebody commenting some time ago that, oh, glory, okay, this was last year. The person commented that, oh, glory,
mm,
elections are coming. You are reviewing Big Brother Nigeria, and I'm like, oh wow, this is part of the problems of Nigeria. So election
mm.
is coming next year. I should
Uh,
stop doing whatever I'm doing
right.
and
Yeah.
wait for February. This person
Mm,
posted this message about July last year. Do you get? So
all right.
people cannot like completely halt their lives and halt their business activities and all whatnot. But you see that one day where we have to go out and vote, definitely people would definitely go out and should go out to vote. You get. But
Mm,
the Big Brother Titans show, I always remind people that first of all, remember, it's someone's business, right? It's a business
yeah.
in
Mm,
aside the entertainment value that it comes with. It's someone's
mm,
business. And remember, this is another aspect people don't also see. There are thousands of people that are employed by the organizers to make sure the show comes to life. In other words,
mm.
people are earning
Yeah, getting
from
employment.
this. Yeah, I
Mm,
mean, down to the carpenter, down to
mm,
the security person. These
yeah.
are citizens of Nigeria or citizens of South Africa. They are actually earning from these. Their livelihood, their source of livelihood is tied to the show. Do you get? So that's why
Mm.
I say that people cannot just say, oh, people should cut off the show and let the show end. No, there are
No, 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 no.
thousands of people. You
Gloria,
get?
sorry, you're not getting me. I'm not, people like us, we are not
Yeah.
saying like the show because trust me, I've been following Big Brother since from the days of Cartoon. Since we're Cartoon
Mm.
born, I think Cartoon was the same year with Ebuka, if I'm not mistaken. Since the
Mm-hmm.
day, yeah, that time I know I was still growing up, but yeah, I've been following the show since then. We're not saying the show should stop. You get? We are saying the show
Mm.
should have hold after, you get me. So that
Mm.
after, it doesn't stop the carpenter from making the wood of the house. It doesn't stop the painter from getting the contract to paint. It doesn't stop. You get? It would hold
Mm-hmm.
that. It will still everything will still work that time. We are saying they should
Mm.
have pushed it till, what are they calling it, to that time. It doesn't stop them from getting that their daily bread. You get me? It's not
Yeah.
like it should stop, yeah, but just pushing. They should
Yes,
postpone it, yeah, till that time.
I
Because
get
honestly,
you.
we're really in a critical position. And if I'm telling you, like right now, what I feel like Nigeria, if we don't get this right,
Mm.
only God does know what. Just God should just help us. We keep calling on God,
I
but we
get
also
you.
have to help ourselves. We just have to.
I get you.
Yeah, we
But you
just
know
have to.
what? I really appreciate the fact that you brought on this conversation. I really appreciate it because this is another way for people to also be aware of what's happening, what's to come, and people also need, to ensure that they get their PVCs and get ready for the coming elections. So, thank you so much for raising your voice to talk about this. It's very important and I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much.
Right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Since there's a
Yeah,
network
thank you
glitches.
so. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, do you have anything else you want to add? Oh, okay. Oh, we've lost him. Okay, Mr. A did. Oh, let me add Mr. A back. Hello, Mr. A.
Hello, Glory. How are you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're back. You're back. I'm glad you're back. Sorry. Thanks for coming back. Anyways, thanks for coming back. So we have Timothy here. You're gonna go first, and then Timothy is gonna come in. Okay, Mr.
Yeah,
A.
I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of just want to see an upgraded version of Tools. I really
Oh,
want to
okay.
see an upgraded
Tools from
version
BB and
of
Zamzi.
Tools. Yeah, Tools from Baby Zamdi knew how to, he actually knew how to play the game, but
Mm.
obviously there were things actually just against him. But I seriously would love to see a souped up version of Tools because he really played the game. You
Yeah,
know,
nice.
and that would make, for me anyway, for me that would make me entertainment, because it's the manipulation, and then if you don't even know what's actually going on, he's
Mm.
doing his thing, and also Sister Mara, as you kind of
Oh,
rightly
yes.
mentioned. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to see even a souped up version of Sister Mara, because
Hmm.
as I said, you nobody is there to actually make any friends, so you come into the game all alone, and
Hmm.
whatever actually happens, um outside of the house, hey, you make up or whatever. But yeah, you're not there to make friends, you're there to actually win whatever the prize is, and there's only going
Exactly.
to be one winner. So yeah, that's just it.
Exactly. Nice. Thank you so much, Mr. A. That was really short
Thanks.
and simple. And yes, I totally agree with you. I mean, I'm glad you also watched Bibi and Zamzi. Those two people, oh my God, they came with a never seen before kind of strategy. I hope I'm getting that right. They came with out of this world strategy and it worked for them. Although they did not win, but they gave us a show. They entertained us. It was wonderful watching them. So yes, thank you so much, Mr. A. Is that all you want to add?
Well, I just hope that the both the Nigerians and the South Africans, on the show get sense. That's all I'm just gonna say. I hope they get sense, because uh, you know, I mean, at the
Okay.
end of the day, I just hope that they're all prepared, and one thing I don't want to see is, I don't know. I mean, it actually happened in the last BB exams where was it? So what's her name? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember her name. The bisexual lady. Uh,
Um, um, is it Queen? Was it Queen?
QV, QV,
Oh yeah,
QV,
QV, yeah,
QV. Well, when she was there, she actually, I don't know what it was that she experienced anxiety in the
Oh
very first,
yeah,
few days, and she left the show, and
yeah,
I don't know. I think they need to find housemates. I don't know whether they need to actually get them into a psychologist, prep them up, get them well prepared before the actual show starts. Because, I
yes,
mean, I know it's overwhelming, actually people actually coming in and, them just kind of, I mean, for them, they don't actually want you want to actually see someone who's there to actually enjoy the experience, and not exactly someone who's just going to be thinking, oh my gosh, I can't really do it because I've got this anxiety, or there's something else that's actually mentally wrong with me, I'm not fully focused. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to see, and if there's someone like that on the show, hopefully the show can give them support, for them to still
yes.
stay on, for even longer periods, so yeah, I mean, they need to safeguard people's psychological mind, because at the end of the day, I know they say you know what you're actually getting yourself involved in, but still, when you're actually in it, it's actually a completely different ball game, playing. So yeah, that's all I just got to say.
I totally agree with you, Mr. A. And really, thank you so much for bringing that in. I'm hoping that that's part of the priorities of the organizers, because QV's case during Living Zamzi, it was a very sad one, because that was one of the players that had such a great potential, to be on the show for as long as she could be and possibly win the show. Because she came with an entirely different game. She was bi, she is bi, and she was very, very bold enough to declare that. And she was like an enigma. All the male housemates were attracted to that girl. Everybody wanted to have something with her. But then I think she stayed for only 1 week, right?
Yeah,
I think it
yeah,
was 1 week, and she could not cope. So it was a very, very sad moment for me, especially because I felt
yeah,
like I lost something. I felt like I lost my key player. Yeah, because for me at that point in time, she was my key player. I saw someone that had the power to control the masculine energy in the house, because she was very, very feminine, very, very sexy, beautiful, banging body. So I was really looking forward to seeing all the drama and all the tricks that she was going to play in the house. But the fact that she
absolutely.
was brave, because that took a lot of guts for her to just step down from the show. She was brave enough to, step down. I mean, I my respect for that girl still stands. Yes. So, as you rightly said, I am really hoping that they prioritize the mental health of the housemates. A standby therapist that would listen to all their talks, all their problems, especially those ones after all the quarrels and all the drama. People that want to go and vent, they should have a standby therapy, because trust me, there's going to be a lot of drama. There's going to be a lot of fights, a lot of violence, and a lot of those housemates would definitely need a therapist, a professional, to listen to them rant. The professional doesn't even have to say anything; just be looking at them, let them be venting. So I totally agree
Yeah,
with you. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
totally agree with
And
you.
and 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 do you think they're gonna have a new Biggie? What do you think?
I pray they have a new biggie. I don't want to think. I pray that they have a new biggie, because I don't know. I said it before. I don't know what's up with the biggies of last year. They're just so laid back. It's like, I don't know. I pray they have a new biggie. This new biggie should be more strict. This new biggie should be more stern. No jokes. Don't come and be playing around. We don't want a biggie that plays with the housemate. No, we want a biggie that acts as a big brother that is very disciplined, a big brother that punishes the housemates when they need and when they deserve to be punished. Not the big brother that will be
Absolutely.
allowing the housemates to get away with every nonsense that they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's it for
Thank you
me.
so much. Thank you so
No
much, Mr.
worries.
A. It was a pleasure. And look, I'm really excited that I'm having a lot of male folks contributing in today's live stream. Wow. This is nice. Okay, so we have Timothy here. Hi, Timothy. Hello. Let me unmute you. Hello, Timothy. Are you there? Okay, we're gonna quickly move on to our day, and then if Timothy comes back, he will share his views with us. Okay, hi, Ade.
Hi, Gloria. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you. Good evening. You're welcome.
How are you? It's actually afternoon here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, where are you? Good afternoon.
I'm in New York.
Oh, New York. Nice, nice. That was how someone came and said good morning, and I was confused for a bit. Because sometimes, yeah, because sometimes I'm thinking, okay, this is evening here, so maybe it's evening where everybody is. So, hi, you're welcome. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a while after BB Niger.
Yeah. I'm glad you
But yeah,
are back home.
yes, so this is home. This is home. We're going away. Sometimes it
Okay.
gets busy, but when it's time to watch BB Niger or BB Zanzi, this is just like a getaway for someone like me. Like an
Yeah.
escape from work and the stressful life.
Mm. I'm
Yeah, I
glad.
just I just want to say I just want to say I just want to touch on two things. First, the guy that talked about the gentleman that talked about the election. I kind of
Okay.
agree with him because I feel like Nigeria has gotten to the stage right now that we just have to make it right with this
Mm-hmm.
election. If we don't
Mm-hmm.
make it right this time, I don't think we can ever make it right. But then I'm thinking because I watched BB in Zanzi last year, and I'm thinking
Mm.
this is the version of BB in Zanzi, and I
Yeah.
think the organizers are just bringing the Nigerians into it just to give it more popularity. Because
Yeah.
I remember, and I'm sure you covered it then, and
Yeah.
compared to BB Niger, when we had
Mm.
the Saturday live stream, it was less people,
Yeah.
and so I feel like they're just trying to bring in more people to give it more popularity and
Yeah.
increase the viewership. Uh,
Yes.
the second one is the one Angel. Someone said Angel tweeted about xenophobic attack. I'm not a fan of Angel, to be honest with you, but because of the way she acts on social media. But to be honest
Mm.
with you, she's right. And
Mm.
Gloria Mac today, I don't want it to happen, but it's gonna happen because we have. I mean, you're on Twitter and I follow you and I see the way people attack you every time. So
Ah.
when, yeah, I know. Don't even tell me. Sometimes I'm forced to you know start kind of like supporting you because I see where you're coming from, but then I can't go back and forth with people. So I'll just be there,
Mm.
laughing and be like, well, Gloria, you have energy. You have energy responding to these people. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of attacks. Gloria,
Yeah.
mark it. Like people are
Yeah.
so ignorant and they will make it. I hope the organizers don't regret because
Mm.
you said it. You said they're trying to close the gap, between that back and forth. The kind of back and forth Nigerians and Ghanaians normally have when it
Yeah.
comes to like maybe jollof rice or anything. I think it's about to move to South Africa after the
Mm.
after the show because it's gonna be so much xenophobic attacks, so much hatred, based
Mm.
on where you're from, which doesn't make sense to me. For someone like me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it with open mind, but everybody can be like that. So it's definitely gonna happen, and I hope the organizers are not gonna regret, merging
Mm.
the two shows. And I mean, that's just what I want to, add to it.
You know what? Thank you so much, Ade. I mean, I love the angles you're coming from. It is going to happen, and it's a reality that I'm kind of living in denial about it. I don't want it to happen. I know it
Right,
will happen, but I don't want it to happen. And I this is why I think it will happen. So because with Big Brother itself, there's already the toxicity.
right.
Yeah.
Just in
The
the same
toxicity,
country.
yeah, just in the same country. And this toxicity is not even bred by tribalism. No,
Yeah,
no. It's about the fan wars. So this
exactly.
time around, there will be the fan wars, which is going to contribute to the social media wars, and then that xenophobic issue will now seep in. And this is
Mm-hmm.
the stupid thing that a lot of people are going to do. This I call it stupid because these housemates, obviously they have management already. They've gotten lessons from ex-housemates, so obviously they have management. Obviously they have their PRO agents ready on standby with their phones to be tweeting, especially because it's Twitter that all the juicy things will be happening. So already these people, they're going to be looking for how to score cheap points. They're going to be looking for
Right.
how to draw controversy to their pages. People want to grow their pages. People want to have a voice. And for them, the only way for them to do that will be to be as spitefully controversial as possible. And that is why and how this xenophobic attacks online will start. And I'm really hoping that it's not that terrible. And I'm really hoping that a lot of people will be more reasonable enough to want to focus on the positive more and on the individual housemates and their actions on the show rather than, oh, it's South Africans that did this, or it's Nigerians that did that. So I'm really hoping that,
Yeah, honestly, that's my Gloria. That's my biggest fear because look at the
yeah,
election. Some people still look at the election from the angle of, oh, this one is Igbo, this is Yoruba, this is Hausa,
yeah,
and then based on that, they're not looking at who is competent. Based on that, they're just gonna,
exactly.
So it's bound to happen, and that's my biggest fear. But I hope it
Yeah.
doesn't get too crazy.
Yes, I agree with you. Thank you
But
so
yeah,
much, Ade.
I'm here to watch the show. This time around, I don't know. I'm mostly gonna be following your review because I have a project
Yeah,
I'm working on. But yeah, I'm still gonna watch the Saturday party, the
yeah.
the eviction show, and maybe the Monday, what's it called, the head of house game.
Yes, yes, nice. Thank you so much, Ade. Thank you so much. For
All right.
me, I'm all about the friendly banters. Yes, of course, I'm going to be dragging people, of course, but it's going to be on a
Mhm.
friendly level.
All right, no problem. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ade.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, so finally, Timothy is back and might possibly be our last speaker for today. Hi, Timothy. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you, dear Glory. I'm also glad. I couldn't really miss your live because Amore is
Me
in the
too.
comment section. And oh, regards from Uganda.
Whoa,
East,
nice.
East
I'm
Africa
excited.
representing.
Yeah. Oh,
First of all, congrats on your apartment.
thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'm glad you're back. You took some time off, and
Yes.
I would always
I did.
get to YouTube, and I'm like, where on earth are videos from Glory? Because you really, really mastered your game. You know how to analyze. You know how to really, really do your thing.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'm happy for you. I was equally happy for your Twitter verified accounts. I was extremely
Yeah.
happy because
Yeah.
I follow
Thank
you. I'm
you.
already seeing how you show them fire.
Okay.
So guess what?
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
The glory on
Uh-huh.
Twitter is different from the glory on YouTube. I'm very cool. I'm very
Yeah. So
cool.
I joined a little late, but of course, I mean, we are all in the mood of Titans.
Yeah.
And I'm gladly awaiting. I know with this whole, issue of elections and what, but I think, like you explained, these are just two different things. Yes, I mean the elections are coming, but then
Mm,
if it's also a business that is equally going to employ many people. So, should we drop that because the elections are coming? Does not make
mm,
sense. I think
mm,
it should just roll, it should just continue. And my prayer is that the organizers of the show put into consideration the housemates, the mental sanity. They should make sure they
mm,
attend to their mental and psychological needs. In case of anything,
mhm,
they should always make sure they are there for them. And I pray there isn't so much toxicity since we are now joining two countries, Nigeria and South
yeah.
Africa. I hope
Mm,
everything really goes well. I hope these guys give us utter entertainment. Utter entertainment. Of
mhm,
course, we want the drama, want the ships and everything, but we don't want the violence, the fighting, the actual toxicity. Because that's not what Big Brother is anyway. We love the entertainment. And many people are going to subscribe to
Mm.
their DSTV and GoTV and whatever, so that they can watch the show, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really excited. I can't wait to see Lawrence and Ebuka, their combination. And I hope,
Yeah.
like you've always been crying out loud, I hope that Lawrence this time uses English.
Yeah.
I really hope he uses English and we all really understand and we see. I'm really looking forward to many things like you recently analyzed. I'm looking forward to seeing the bit of the different cultures, the music, the dancing, and I'm a bit afraid about the sexuality bits. You know, and I remember the
Mm.
Mzansi times and the sister Mara slaying and everything. This time
Mm.
I'm wondering if
Yeah,
that will
I'm
happen.
actually excited for that part. I am excited for that part because Sister Mara really carried herself well, if you ask
Yeah,
me. He really carried, or she really carried herself well because she carried herself with so much dignity. I mean, she
yeah.
was in that house without
Mm-hmm.
messing up like that. You know,
Yeah,
for me, I'm like, I was really impressed. I'm like, oh, wow, this person is so dignified. And she really played her game well,
she did. She was extremely competitive.
very. And look, how many times head of house? Was it three times or twice?
I think so. And he almost always won all those challenges and head of house things. And
Almost won the ultimate veto power as well. Almost
yeah.
won.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
It was really amazing. He actually
Yeah.
was a good one. So
Yeah.
I hope this time we get many representatives from all kinds of, South Africans, not just one, because there are those other tribes in South Africa. There are those people who are almost like whites,
Mhm.
and they are South Africans. But last time in the Mzansi, they just brought almost one particular kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. And of
Yeah.
course, Nigerians, you guys, I mean, you're always the entertainers. I'm not doubting. I'm looking
Of
forward to
course.
the usual vibe.
Yes, yes,
Though,
yes.
though, Glory,
I'm
do you have an
excited.
idea? Do you have an idea if the reunion for the last show is going to happen for the last season of Big Brother?
Yeah, the reunion usually happens in June, and then July, the new season of the show kickstarts. So I'm hoping that the reunion happens. If it's gonna happen, then expect it in June.
Okay, so shall we again be having the independent Big Brother Niger seasons moving forward, or it's going to be a joint thing?
So this season, this Big Brother Titans, I want to strongly believe that it is for Big Brother South Africa. They are just doing the collaborations with Nigerians, bringing Nigerians in. But
Okay.
if Big Brother Nigeria is going to happen, then it should happen in July. Remember, it usually happens between July 23rd or July 24th, 25th, like that, after the reunion. So
Yeah.
if it's gonna happen this year, then it should happen in July.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, I pray for you because I know now it's going to be a roller coaster for you. No sleeping, everything, sacrificing for us. I hope you can always have a little bit of me moments, of course, for you. I mean, you
Yeah,
moment, catch up a
yeah,
little sleep, hydrate,
yeah.
also check on your friends, your family, so that you don't die for us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
but
really
otherwise,
kind.
yeah, otherwise, thank you so, so much. Thank you so very much. You have no idea how many fans you have. Let me even use the word fans. Like many people are always looking forward to your videos, to your analysis. Like it's too much. Because me, where I stay here in Uganda, like we are many, many people who are
Wow.
extremely big fans of yours. And I've mobilized many of my friends to subscribe to your channel.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. I'm really scared of the word fans because of
I know,
how
right? It sounds more of a celeb.
yes, it's scary now. Because now when you mention the word fans,
Mhm.
toxicity is the next word married to it. So yeah, but I know that the people that love this channel, they are great supporters, and I do not take any of you for granted. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah.
much. Thank
And I'm
Timothy.
glad.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for this conversation.
You're most welcome, Glory. It is me who is overjoyed for even being on your live. I mean, who am I?
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. And please make sure you come back next week. You know how we do it every
Of
Saturday.
course. Of course,
Yes.
and of course, I always get all your videos, the videos you post every day. I make sure I download and watch, or even watch online on YouTube to make sure I don't miss any single bit. Sometimes, by the way, we get caught up in busy lives and everything, but we never miss a show because you're there. We always run to the YouTube to always catch up, and when we can, we watch the show. So thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Have an amazing evening. Thank you so much.
You too,
Bye.
dear Glory. Bye.
Bye. Wow, what a soothing way, what a beautiful way to end today's conversation. You know what, guys? I want to especially thank all of you. Thank you all so much for turning up for today. Thank you so much for your contributions, for every single one of you that verbally contributed to today's conversation, and also verbally or orally. Hey, God, English will not kill me. The fact that you joined virtually to speak. Thank you. The fact that you were in the comment section, contributing in the comment section, typing out, thank you. I, for one, I don't like typing a lot, but when I see people typing in my comment section, I know the amount of work that's put into doing that, and I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. For those of you who are just the silent viewers, thank you still. You guys add to the numbers, and I really appreciate all of you. I do not take you all for granted. Thank you all so much. I see some of you asking in the comment section, oh, Glory, are you going to do a live stream before the show tomorrow? Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not promising anything. I am not sure of my schedule for tomorrow. I don't know. But if it will happen, you will see it happen. All right. But I'm glad that today we had this conversation. So once again, thank you all so much. And guys, don't worry. We're going to have a swell time. We're going to have fun. Couple of things I want to remind us about, though, is please, this show, Big Brother Titans, for you to gain the maximum experience of entertainment, you need to ensure you watch with an open mind. Even me, if I'm not watching with an open mind, please don't hesitate to call me out, all right? Because sometimes we all could get carried away with all the drama, all the excitement, everything, right? So I'm urging you all, if you're going to watch the show, make sure you watch with an open mind. When I say open mind, trying to put yourself in the situation of the housemate that, okay, if I were to be in Big Brother's house and I am competing for $100,000, which is about 150 million in naira, I don't know how much that is in rands. Ask yourself, what would I do different? Would I behave like this housemate, or would I do worse or even more than them? So watch with an open mind, and remember, I will never stop saying this. When you want to judge the housemates, judge the housemates based on their individuality. Individuality could also mean their personal background, their ideologies, their idiosyncrasies. Judge them based on their individuality. Don't judge them based on their nationality, because that is where the conversation we don't want to have will start coming in. I don't know if you guys understand. So please, let's keep an open mind. And also remember, it is a game, or rather it's a competition, and games will be played. Games need to be played for there to emerge a winner at the end of the 72 days. Okay? So let's keep an open mind. Let's enjoy the experience. Let's be entertained. And let's banter, of course, because, hey, there's no way we're going to watch the show without bantering, all right? And you see those people that will always come and be shouting, keep this person's name out of your mouth. Hello? One advice to those people, go and look for glue, super glue, and glue your lips together so that you don't spit out people's names from your mouth. Because when we talk about Francis speaking with Glory Elijah, this is where we give the most detailed, factual, and accurate analysis of reality TV shows, movies, trending social topics. So we're going to talk about the show. We're going to talk about the house. We're going to analyze the show. All right. So for everybody that is ready for the banter, you're ready for the exciting conversation. This is where the action happens. All right. So we don't want to hear, oh, you're being biased. Oh, keep this name out of your mouth. the more you're saying keep them out of your mouth, the more I'm going to be saying it, and you're going to be seeing me in your dreams. Just a joke. Anyways, that's all for this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thank you all so much for contributing to a fun time out. I appreciate all of you. Go get some fresh air, go get wine, drink some wine, pamper yourselves, and if you're going to be staying awake like me, have the longest sleep of your life tonight before we start the main wahala, okay? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching and have an amazing, amazing, amazing weekend, okay? Bye.